Event Planner of the Year 2021, NSJ Event Co. is your go-to source for event planning. Whether it's your next baby shower, birthday bash, wedding, or retirement party, NSJ Event Co. will bring out the elegance, class, and style your event deserves. Call NSJ Event Co. at the number on the screen or scan the QR code to schedule a free consultation. NSJ Event Co., where the party lady takes care of all your event needs.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. KWBT-FM, HD2 Waco, Temple, Killeen, Fort Cavazos. The new leader in sports in Central Texas is Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
And welcome back to the La Vega pregame show. Folks, we're here getting ready for this La Vega versus West Orange Stark matchup. And I'm going to send it off down to Madisonville with Roy and with Cedric as they're going to let you guys know what we can expect this week from La Vega against West Orange Stark. Fellas, can you hear me down there in Madisonville? It's like we're still waiting on them to get connected, but like we said, folks, great game coming up, and that is going to be La Vega versus West Orange Stark in Madisonville. La Vega, like we said last week, dropped a game against Salina, a really good team. And okay, there we go. Looks like I got you guys on.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the La Vega Pirate pregame show. Thank you so much for tuning in, Jalen. Thank you for handing off from Centex Prime Time. There was quite a few interesting projections you had during that particular prime time. I think that game between Colorado and Colorado State is going to be some kind of rivalry. It's a lot of trash talk happening. I am the color commentator, Leroy Gillis, and I'm here with the play-by-play man himself, none other than Cedric Eigerhart. Cedric, what's going on?
Hey, Roy, how are you tonight?
Man, I'm doing well. I'm blessed to be here in Madisonville, Texas. And they've got a beautiful stadium down here. Mustang Stadium hosts a lot of playoff games here.
I can see why. This is a very nice facility here in Madisonville. And, Madisonville is very near Centerville. It's, pretty much kind of North Houston type of area.
Not far.
Yeah, very, very nice facility here. And we're still waiting for the La Vega faithful to kind of fill in the stands here. It was 27 minutes of kickoff as the clock is ticking off right now. But tonight, we are going to be in for a very good ball game, Roy. La Vega and West Orange Stark both are 1-1 on the season. La Vega is currently ranked number 13. In their division, West Orange Stark is just outside of the top 20. They're number 21. La Vega is averaging 36 points per game in the two games that they played. West Orange Stark is not quite as explosive as La Vega on the offensive side of the ball, only averaging 21.5 points a game. Of course, La Vega last week took one on the chin. Big loss, losing to Salina. 45-15. I'm sorry, 49-27 was the score for last week's game. It was tied at 21-21 at halftime, and Salina just kind of powered their way to a victory, is what we saw last week. So La Vega hoping to get back on the right side of the football. And the one thing that we do understand is that Coach Hyde is one of these guys. Listen. Every loss is not the end of the world, because he uses these things as teaching opportunities to make the team better going forward, right?
Yeah, and it's not a new thing for La Vega to have to, take one every now and then, especially over the last 2 years. We know that they hadn't been quite where we are used to them being. They've been good, but not the super powerhouse that we're used to La Vega being. But this team that they got this year is a pretty talented team. And before we go any further with La Vega, I got a question for you, Cedric.
Sure.
You think they got any crappie in that tank over there? We're sitting up here. We got a tank out in the middle of a field that looks like it's about an acre tank, and I'm just wondering if there's any crappie in that tank over there.
We've already had this debate already about the crappie. Okay, let me ask you this: is crappie actual food, or is crappie just bait to get bigger fish?
Somebody go in the comment. Go on to the Magic 94.5 web page and please help Cedric. Obviously, he's not a fisherman and does not know. I've already told him that crappie are the red snapper of fresh water, is what I've already told him. And so, but he obviously needs some help. So go to that Facebook page. Matter of fact, you can go to my IG, Pastor G1000. You could go there and hit me with just a little message. You can find me on Facebook right now. Just find me on Facebook so I can prove to him he just needs help. So back to the game. So La Vega is playing against a defensive team today. The one loss that West Orange Stark had, I think it was about 2 points, very close.
It was actually last week when they lost 14-13 to Nederland. They actually led that game 13-0, and Nederland kind of came back in the second half and was able to kind of clip West Orange Starks. At the end there, they opened the season by beating Newton 30-8. And I think we have footage to where I spoke to West Orange Starks coach?
Yeah, we did. Well, let's play it. Let me see if I can get that.
Okay, so coach, last week against Nederland, you guys jumped out to the 13-0 lead, only to see Nederland come back and kind of clip you guys at the end. Give me your thoughts on what you saw out of last week's game.
We outplayed them in every aspect of the game, offensively and defensively. We had 3 turnovers, which was probably crucial in the game. We got into the red zone a couple of times, and they came up with 0 points. And if we score any one of those times, we probably win the game.
So now you're going into a matchup with La Vega, also coming off a loss. These are both ball clubs who are coming in 1-1 on the season. What do you all have to do as a team, as the Mustangs, to get back into the win column this week?
Well, we got to take care of us. We got to take care of the football. Continue to play good defense like we've been playing, and offensively execute. We just got to execute. We got to get back to doing what we do best, and that's play good defense, run the ball on offense, and everything else take care of itself.
Tell me what you know about the La Vega Pirates, because this is really going to be a matchup of 2 teams who are really ranked in the top 25 in Class 3A this year.
Yeah, La Vega's a program with a rich history, just like ours. They won multiple state championships, and so have we. We've tried to play this game several times, and I think the last time we played it, it got rained out by a hurricane. We had a hurricane, so we didn't get to play it. And it's kind of crazy, we were worried all week long about a hurricane this week, us possibly not being able to play this thing. And looks like we're going to be able to do it. And like I say, I think it should be a great matchup, possibly a preview. We could possibly run into each other down the road in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, so far this season, with the first 2 games, you guys have only given up 22 points on defense. Do you think the defense is going to be the calling card for your team this season in terms of carrying you into a deep playoff run?
Yeah, no doubt. That's what we hang our hat on right here is our defense. And, offensively, we got plenty of weapons. We got a big offensive line and, a 3-year returning quarterback. But, we're going to try to play defense and, run the ball on offense and try to control the clock. And that's what we do. That's kind of our formula.
Are there any particular kids that you're going to kind of be leaning on in terms of having expectations of them, having a special game this week in terms of, going a long way into leading you all into a win?
Yeah, of course, our offensive side of the ball, we got 2 big offensive tackles, Jaden Rhodes and Denham Maribo, and we're hoping that our quarterback bounces back this week from last week, which is Marcus Turner. He's a 3-year starter, and of course we have several running backs. Kelvin Jefferson, our running back, who's rushed for over 100 yards the first 2 games, and we got a couple other guys back there that we think that can have success as well, and our receivers, Jermichael Davis, and and some other guys that can catch the ball. So we're just going to try to execute on offense and, play good defense.
Well, Coach, thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you this Friday in a neutral game in Madisonville. Does a neutral site make a difference in terms of a coaching aspect?
Well, no, it just kind kind of gives our kids kind of that, that early playoff feel, give us the opportunity to go play on a neutral site. And, because of the realignment and the districts that we're in, it's forced us to kind of play games like this. So, we kind of looking forward to it. I'm sure the Vega Pies are looking forward to it as well. Should be a playoff-like atmosphere.
All right. Well, once again, Coach, thank you for your time, and good luck to you this Friday.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
So there you have it from Coach of West Orange Stark.
That was my interview with Hiawatha Hickman, the head coach of West Orange Stark, the Mustangs, coming into this game tonight with a 1-1 record, looking to get back on a winning track after losing last week, 14-13 to Nederland.
So we're getting ready to go to break, but let me say this first. The pregame show is sponsored by Pickens Bail Bonds. Pickens Bail Bonds. Now, hopefully you don't have to use Mr. Pickens, but just in case you do.
You ain't got to be in jail.
Okay. Okay. Hopefully you don't have to use them, but just in case you do, give those guys over at Pickens Bail Bonds a call, and they'll get you on the ground quick and with easy terms, easy rates, and make sure that you get back out into the free world. So we're getting ready to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to go to the interview that we had with Coach Hyde.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco? Come to the Blasian Asian, where authentic Cambodian flavors meet creative culinary flair. Voted People's Choice as Waco's #1 Asian restaurant since 2019 by both the Wacoan Magazine and the Waco Tribune Herald. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin, we're serving up family recipes with a twist. Blasian Asian egg rolls are rolled fresh daily, and their sauces or marinades are made in-house with love. Stop by today. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin. And for Baylor students, enjoy 10% off with your student ID.
NSJ Event Co., one of the premier event designers in Central Texas and a Centex Sports Network supporter. Voted Waco Awards Event Planner of the Year 2021, NSJ Event Co. is your go-to source for event planning. Whether it's your next baby shower, birthday bash, wedding, or retirement party, NSJ Event Co. will bring out the elegance, class, and style your event deserves. Call NSJ Event Co. at the number on the screen or scan the QR code to schedule a free consultation. NSJ Event Co., where the party lady takes care of all your event needs.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Catch all your in-depth sports analysis with the best. The hottest sports show in the evening is Centex Primetime, hosted by Jalen Gillis.
Act like y'all.
Weekdays, 5 to 7. This is the Central Texas #1 leader in sports. Centex Sports Network.
That's right, sports fans. We can talk about sports.
And Infinity Sports.
It's the family feels for me. The banana pudding peach cobbler make you want to holler. For me, it's the candy yams, mac and cheese, beef tips, pork tips and rice, collard greens. It's a sweet potato pie, sweetie. Fried chicken you've been missing, the lemon sweet tea dressing on Sundays when you all dressed up. Chest pie, buttermilk, and pound cake. Cornbread with butter just dripping, always fresh baked. If you need Southern style, soul food, home cooked meals that you can feel. Chicken and dumplings, chicken pot pie, 719 South 11th Street. Sassy's, come on by.
The East Waco Empowerment Project, along with City Center Waco, is hosting WeBo, Workshop and Business Opportunity, to help create more entrepreneurs. Business owners like Aniceto Charles of True Jamaica Restaurant and Carla Dotson of Boardwalk on Elm attended WeBo to develop their business ideas into successful Black-owned businesses right in the heart of East Waco. WeBo can also help you turn your side hustle or business idea into the next thriving Black-owned business in our community. If you would like to attend this 10-week intense entrepreneurial workshop, go to WeBoWaco.org. That's WIBO Waco.org. Space.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Catch all your in-depth sports analysis with the best. The hottest sports show in the evening is Centex Primetime, hosted by Jalen Gillis.
Act like y'all.
Weekdays, 5 to 7. This is the Central Texas #1 leader in sports. Centex Sports Network.
That's right, sports fans. We can talk about sports.
And Infinity Sports.
When you are tired of good enough pizza and want the only authentic Italian quality pizza in town, with dough and sauce made fresh daily in-house, vegetables freshly chopped throughout the day, and meats made using the finest beef, pork, and chicken, I present to you locally owned and operated Marco's Pizza. Marco's has 3 convenient locations to serve you, including across from Pirate Stadium in Belle Meade. Feeding the entire family piping hot, authentic Italian fresh pizza, cheesy bread, and dessert tonight is as easy as going to marcos.com or stopping by the newest location in Belle Meade. Marco's Pizza. Say goodbye to just good enough.
Book your next special event at the Belle Meade Civic Center. From quinceañeras to Christmas parties, the Civic Center has room to accommodate your needs. You're planning that special birthday party, having a family reunion, or training seminar. Book now at the Belle Meade Civic Center. And if you need to rent a room for that big event for your family or business function, the Belle Meade Civic Center is what you're looking for. Let their friendly and knowledgeable staff help take some of the hassle out of planning your next event. Call them today at 799-2418 or visit them at the Belle Meade Civic Center, conveniently located near I-35 and Loop 340. No matter if your event's big or small, they've got room for you.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco? Come to the Blazing Asian, where authentic Cambodian flavors meet creative culinary flair. Voted People's Choice as Waco's #1 Asian restaurant since 2019 by both the Wacoan Magazine and the Waco Tribune Herald. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin, we're serving up family recipes with a twist. Blazing Asian egg rolls are rolled fresh daily, and their sauces or marinades are made in-house with love. Stop by today. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin. And for Baylor students, enjoy 10% off with your student ID.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. KWBT-FM, HD2 Waco, Temple, Killeen, Fort Cavazos. The new leader in sports in Central Texas is Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
We are back here live from Mustang Stadium in Madisonville, Texas, where the La Vega Pirates are getting ready to take on West Orange Stark. 2 story programs, really. Both of these teams have state championship pedigrees, and they've done it all. And one of the reasons why I was like, well, why is La Vega playing West Orange Stark? You know, why is that happening? Well, it is because, Cedric, teams don't like playing powerhouse type teams.
Yeah, I actually had a conversation with Coach Don Hyde 2 weeks ago. I guess maybe now it's been 3 weeks ago. Just kind of introducing myself to him and making sure that he understood what we're going to be trying to do for the program this year. And he said the downside of success is you just can't find people to play you in the non-district schedule. People just don't want to play you because, nobody's willing to take that early season loss, potentially. And so so this is why we saw what we saw last week. La Vega against Salina. Salina, very, very good, very solid program. And we saw Salina come out and, they just kind of, it was a tie ball game at the half, and Salina just kind of imposed their will on La Vega with the power running game in the second half. But La Vega in non-district play, La Vega is always going to be playing a team that has the capability of beating them. Because the only teams that you can, when you're a powerhouse, the only other team that's going to agree to play you is another powerhouse.
Yep. And that's just what it is. And you've seen that around Central Texas. Last night, China Spring plays China Spring, a 4A Division II school, plays against a 5A Division II school because they have problems getting games scheduled, and you got to go wherever you can go. And I heard in the interview, he said that they've been trying to do this game for a little while, and they had a hurricane one time and something else that happened, but they're going to get a chance to get it on tonight.
Yeah, and understand, last night, we were talking about China Spring taking on University last night, a 4A versus a 5A. La Vega was on this schedule as well, but at the end, University decided to drop the La Vega game and keep the China Spring game. So this just kind of illustrates the point that I was talking about. When you have established yourself as a perennial playoff team in whatever division you're playing in, it's going to be hard for you to get games in the non-district schedule. And this is why we're here in Madisonville tonight with a game against West Orange Stark.
So let's get a chance. You got a chance to talk to Coach Hyde. Let's play that interview and let's see what Coach Hyde had to say. we may have to come back to that interview. Go ahead and talk about it, and I'll pull it up from another source.
That's fine. I had a chance to talk to Coach Hyde earlier this week and ask him about, what does he expect out of this game coming off of the 49-27 loss to Salina last week. Coach, what he basically said is what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to get back to the basics, and they're going to have to get back to tackling, good tackling, playing good defense, running the ball effectively. Just basically get back to the basics.
Okay, let me see if I can pull that interview up.
Last Friday, you guys came out on the wrong end of the stick there, so to speak, in losing to Salina, 49-27. What were you, after having watched the film, what did you see in that game?
I mean, we played really well for 3 quarters, and then kind of got behind the 8 ball and just kind of let them do what they normally do, which is use their size and their experience and their tradition to just overwhelm us. And so in the 4th quarter, they kind of handed it to us, and you saw the result, 49-30.
Did they particularly? They ran a lot of different offensive formations. Did they show you anything that you maybe didn't see on film and were unprepared for?
No, we were worried. We were worried that they would use their size and come right at us. And if you as you was up there in the booth of the second half, that's exactly what they did. They come out and got double tight and 2 back and attacked us right down the middle of the defense. And so just from their perspective, their size was just overwhelmed us. And so we've got some kids we can put in there, but at the same time, we're not going to risk injury to certain kids when it's a non-district game and a game that really and truly is all intents and purposes just getting better. And so, but they did what we thought they would do if they had to, and they were successful for them.
What were some of the positives that you took away from that game, even though it ended up being a loss?
We continue to fight. Our kids gave great effort. That's a school with 1,300 kids versus us with 825, 30 kids. So, their ability to play one side of the ball and stay fresh the entire time is an enormous factor. With subs that practice one way the whole time. So, there's a reason they're ranked number 1 in 4A Division I right now after beating us like that. We're pretty good too, and so we gotta improve. That's why we're playing those games, so down the road we'll be better because of it.
Okay, so this week, another tough game coming up with West Orange Stark. It's going to be at a neutral site playing at Madisonville High School. What do you know about the Mustangs?
Same kind of tradition as Salina. And the difference is they're around our size enrollment, so they got a bunch of kids that play both ways just like we do. And so size-wise would be about even. Speed-wise would be about even. They got a great tradition. They're gonna come out and play extremely hard like we better.
So once again, I know how you're going to answer this question, but I have to ask it anyway. What are your keys to victory for this Friday?
Being disciplined with our eyes on defense, and breaking down and making plays. Not trying to do more than you're coached to do. Offensively, get on people and stay on people and block them. We got to get our run game going. And then, of course, when we do throw the ball, throw it to the guy that's open, and he's got to catch it and make something happen with it.
All right. Well, thanks for your time, Coach, as always, and good luck to you this Friday.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Bye-bye.
And that was my interview that I had earlier this week with Coach La Vega head coach Don Hyde. As always, Coach Hyde makes sure that he gets these kids ready to play on Friday nights. And tonight, we are looking at another big matchup. 1-1 La Vega versus 1-1 West Orange Stark. 2 teams ranked in the top 25 in Class 4A.
Yeah, so if you're watching tonight, you're watching on, or if you're listening right now, you can actually watch also. If you're listening on 94.5, you can also go over to Centex Sports 1 and download the app, or you can go to CentexSports1.com catch us there. And I think we're even at CentexMagic.com also, and Centex Magic, the app. So it's so many different ways. Hey, we got a lot of platforms here. I just told them that we're not new to this. We grew to this. But make sure that you're tuning in wherever you watch from. We're looking forward to a big game tonight. I know that these guys are going to be looking to bounce back.
In terms of players to watch tonight, some of the kids who we're looking to have big performances. When you talk about La Vega, of course, you always have to start with the 4-year starter, Bryson Rowland. He has 5 touchdowns, 254 total yards on the season so far. He's on his way to try to surpass 5,000 yards.
That's crazy.
That's an absurd number. Also, Junior Jabari Thornton, the wide receiver, he's had 121 yards so far, 2 touchdowns, leads the team with 8 receptions. On the defensive side of the ball, Broderick Scott has 24 tackles, 7 of them for solo. And of course, when we're talking about the guy who's going to break the huddle and lead the team up to the line of scrimmage on the offensive side of the ball, we're looking at the junior Javian Hernandez. He has completed 62% of his passes so far this year for 268 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He has a quarterback rating of 112.4. Very, very efficient young man.
Yeah, so both of these teams look for it, and athletes on all parts of the field. So La Vega's got athletes, these guys do too. And so this is going to be a very good game. And Coach, I'd like to play some defense also. Now I know we've had some high scores, but he likes to play a run the ball and play defense kind of method.
This West Orange Stark team that's coming in here tonight, they're not terribly explosive. They're more of a 3 yards in a cloud of dust type offense. They're gonna run the football. They're gonna run the football. And when you're looking at who's gonna be effective for this team, they're led by Kelvin Jefferson. He's a sophomore, but he's a 2-year varsity player. He's had 2 100-yard running games this season already, at both games. Then they're led by their 3-year starter at quarterback, Marcus Turner. His favorite target when he does drop back to throw the ball, which doesn't happen a whole lot, but when he does do that, he's going to be looking for Jermichael Davis, the senior wide receiver. They have 2 offensive linemen who are huge. Denim Orebo is 6'4", 285 pounds, and Jaden Rhodes is 6'5", 292. So we were talking about some big old boys that West Orange Stark can roll out here on the offensive side of the football and then just try to say, I think my big uglies are better than your big uglies.
Yeah, so La Vega is coming out on the field. We got both teams out on the field. So what we'll do, we're going to take a break. Again, I want to thank Pickens Bail Bonds for sponsoring this pregame show. I want to thank Mr. Charles Pickens, so much for being a part of the La Vega Athletic broadcast, and we're looking for more. We need more sponsors and boosters. I mean, you got Waco. You got a team that's a perennial powerhouse. I think that there's a lot of businesses that would probably be interested, and if you are, we'll come by and see you. Cedric could come by and see you.
I will.
And get you signed up and get you on here, get you a lot of exposure. 94.5 is blasting all the way on the dial from Temple all the way up to Hillsboro, out to Grove. Cedric, that I just read off to you. CentexSportsNetwork.com, Centex Sports 1 on the dial.
It's more platforms than I can keep up with.
So we're going to take a break while they do presentation of colors, and when we come back, we'll be going into the introduction of the game. You are listening and watching La Vega Pirate Football on Centex Sports Network and on the Infinity Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco? Come to the Blazing Asian, where authentic Cambodian flavors meet creative culinary flair. Voted People's Choice as Waco's #1 Asian restaurant since 2019 by both the Wacoan Magazine and the Waco Tribune Herald. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin, we're serving up family recipes with a twist. Blazing Asian egg rolls are rolled fresh daily, and their sauces or marinades are made in-house with love. Stop by today. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin. And for Baylor students, enjoy 10% off with your student ID.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Catch all your in-depth sports analysis with the best. The hottest sports show in the evening is Centex Primetime, hosted by Jalen Gillis.
Act like y'all.
Weekday
Sponsored by Coast One Financial Group.
sports. Centex Sports Network.
That's right, sports fans. We can talk about sports.
And Infinity Sports.
Premier event designers in Central Texas and a Centex Sports Network supporter. Voted Waco Awards Event Planner of the Year 2021. NSJ Event Co. is your go-to source for event planning. Whether it's your next baby shower, birthday bash, wedding, or retirement party, NSJ Event Co. will bring out the elegance, class, and style your event deserves. Call NSJ Event Co. at the number on the screen or scan the QR code to schedule a free consultation. NSJ Event Co., where the party lady takes care of all your event needs.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. KWBT-FM, HD2 Waco, Temple, Killeen, Fort Cavazos. The new leader in sports in Central Texas is Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
Hello, we are back here live from Madisonville, Texas. Welcome to La Vega Pirate Football, and we are in store for a great game tonight. I am Roy Gillis, doing color commentary best I can anyway, and with the play-by-play man, none other than Cedric Eigelhart. Welcome, Cedric. Man, what's going on?
Well, it looks like we just had the coin toss for the game, and it looks like West Orange Stark has won the coin toss. They're going to receive the football first, and we have the captains on the field, exchanging handshakes right now, and that's good for La Vega. That's going to be 72, Big Ethan Thomas, and also the man himself, Bryson Rowland. So they're coming off the field, and La Vega is going to be kicking off to West Orange Stark to begin this football game here at this neutral site in Madisonville, Texas.
And this kickoff is brought to you by Lighthouse Streaming. All of your audio and video needs, if you need a new upgrade in your church and you're tired of the pastor looking like he's moving in slow motion on your live stream, give them a call at Lighthouse Streaming, 254-252-4206, and they'll get you squared away. We've got dusk. The sun is just going down. The lights are popping on just a little bit. Very little wind. We saw coming up here, wasn't a lot of wind blowing, as the play-by-play guy pointed out several times that the windmills were not moving. And so not a lot of wind.
Now, I only said that for conversation on the ride up. You understand that?
Okay, he was making conversation. All right. But we're looking forward to a great broadcast tonight.
Absolutely.
Cedric, what are going to be some of the keys for Coach Hyde in this game?
I think this is a matchup to where West Orange Stark is not what Salina was last week. Salina was just a little bit bigger than La Vega was up front. West Orange Stark is not necessarily that. You're going to be seeing, kids of the same size playing each other on the same size. So to me, it's going to come down to which team executes.
A big E word.
Yeah, it's all about execution. And the ball has been kicked off, and West Orange Stark takes the ball, and they're going to start at their own 21-yard line. The return came out to the 21-yard line, and La Vega is going to take defense first on the field, and West Orange Stark, the Mustangs, are going to set up shop here at their own 21-yard line to begin the game.
So we are looking forward to that, and
Marcus Turner, the quarterback, comes out, breaks the huddle. He's going to hand the ball off, and it looks like it's going to be a short gain. It was a handoff to Kelvin Jefferson. It was a short gain, running to the right side. They picked up about 4 yards, so it's going to set up a 2nd and 6 for West Orange Stark.
We'll see. This is a part of the filling out process. La Vega's coming with 4 down linemen. Looks like they're running a standard 4-3.
Yeah, La Vega is going to come out in the 4-3 defense. That's what they play. That's just what they play. And so here we are, 2nd down, and the quarterback Turner keeps the ball. He has a little room on the left side, out to the 50, out to the 40, out to the 30, beyond the 30-yard line. Nice pickup there by Marcus Turner on the quarterback keep. It was just a simple option.
Yeah, that was blocking and tackling. La Vega player came up with an opportunity to actually bring him down with a 2-yard gain, maybe a 2-yard gain, but he shook that tackle right off and rumbled down the field for 45 yards.
Yeah, and what we expected to see out of West Orange Stark is what we're seeing. These guys, they're not going to just line up and try to trick you and be cute. They're just going to line up and they're just going to run power football. So now we have a false start on West Orange Stark. Looks like the lineman, number 77, Big Jaden Rhodes, kind of got into gear a little bit too soon. It's going to back up the Mustangs. So now we're going to be looking at 1st and 15 from the La Vega 35-yard line.
See if La Vega can't stand up here and hold them to no points, because I'm not anticipating a field goal.
So here we have the snap goes to the direct snap goes to Kelvin Jefferson. Once again, he's one of the guys that West Orange Stark is going to have to get going if they're going to, try to eke out a victory tonight. He only picks up 1 yard there, tackled at the line of scrimmage by Broderick Scott, one of the leading tacklers for this La Vega Pirate defense. So it's going to set up a 2nd and 15. The ruling is no gain. The Mustangs come back out to the line of scrimmage. They have Turner at quarterback, and he's going to do a quick pass, and it's going to be caught on the right sideline. Bubble screen to Jamar O'Neal. He was brought down very quickly by the La Vega defense. He had to break 1 tackle, and then the second tackler was there. Pretty much 2-yard gain. Can we call it that?
Yeah, still, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 11, and this is 4-down territory for West Orange. And what I'm seeing here, they've got these guys, their backs, they got a little size to them. They're not coming down with the first tackle. So this is going to be a swarm type of defense that La Vega's going to have to do today. But they put a lot of hats on the ball.
Absolutely. So here they break the huddle now. So here we are. We'll call this 3rd and 12. It's going to be a quarterback keep. Turner is going to be stacked up after a very, very short gain. Brought down after a 2-yard gain.
No, he picked up about...
he got about 7.
Yeah. He picked up because it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah. Tackle made by Broderick Scott, La Vega's leading tackler on defense. Yeah, the way that they're setting this up right now, Roy, it looks like they're going to call this 4th and 4.
Yeah, 4th and 3, 4. Yeah.
And we saw in the pregame, West Orange Stark's kicker didn't have a whole lot of range. So
and maybe they got 2 kickers on the roster, and maybe that was the other one. I don't know, but they're going for it.
Yeah, they come out on offense, and Turner is looking to throw the ball. He has number 5 open, but he misses it. Overthrows the receiver. He overthrew his receiver, number 5, Jamichael Davis. We talked about him in the pregame. Jamichael Davis is a guy that West Orange Stark is definitely going to want to try to put the football in his hands, but Turner overthrew him, so it's going to be a turnover on downs, and La Vega will take over on offense, setting up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So they ran some misdirection on that play, West Orange Stark did. But La Vega's defensive end was disciplined. He stayed at home, and eventually the ball came right back to him. He makes the tackle, and he didn't make the tackle, but he heard the throw up enough to where they missed the receiver. So great defense by La Vega.
And we're going to have Javen Hernandez come out at quarterback. He's going to hand the ball off to Bryson Rowland. Bryson makes a man miss. He's stacked up in the backfield. He got away from one tackler, but there were just so many guys there. This is going to end up going for a loss of about maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, he loses there. He did a little shake and bake. You know, sometimes you just got to plant that foot and take whatever the defense gives you.
You know, when I watch Bryson Rowland play, he kind of reminds me. I'm not wanting to say this, but he kind of reminds me of he's a Barry Sanders kind of runner. You know, he may have to run. And Javen Hernandez drops back to pass, and it's going to be picked off and returned all the way for a touchdown by number 2, Marion Scott. I don't think Hernandez saw the defender in the flat. He threw it right to him, and we are looking at the first touchdown of the game. It's going to be West Orange Stark pick 6.
He was going for just a little flat, a little out route there in the flat.
He was trying to find Jamari Thornton.
And the linebacker just sit down on that route, and they play in a zone, and he just threw it right to him. I don't think he saw him. And that same play, we've actually seen that play a few times. I've seen that play a few times, so I'm sure West Orange Stark, they've been watching film, they've been watching, and they recognized it. And it ended up
a situation to where
7 points.
Yeah, in this case, Javian Hernandez, you know, he only was looking at that one receiver, and he knew he was going to go there. And I think this maybe was, like I said, a case to where the opposing team is looking at some film, and they recognize this set and recognize this play, and the defender didn't necessarily jump the route. I don't think Javen Hernandez saw the defender in coverage there.
You are listening to La Vega Pirate Football here. 7:31 left to go here in this first quarter. La Vega down by 7 points after a pick 6 thrown, and so now La Vega's going to have to come back. They've got 2 of their guys back to receive, and La Vega's going to have to really just get back and play.
Yeah, this is not how you want to start the game, obviously, but you know, it's very, very early on. This is definitely not something that La Vega can overcome. So here's the kickoff. It's going to be a high snap, and it's going to be taken at the second level, caught by Jabari Thornton. Fair call by Jabari Thornton.
Fair catch by number 1.
And La Vega is going to have the ball at their own 38-yard line.
Yeah, looks like they're about the 38. So
35. They're going to put that down at the 35.
So they didn't get a lot of, you know, I know what they were trying to do, but that's a pretty decent field position for La Vega.
Well, you got to give Jabari Thornton credit. You know, when you're not a returner, right? You're not on that last level. When the ball comes to you, wave your hand, just catch it and take the ball where it is.
Yep.
So the Pirates come to the line here, 1st and 10 from their own 35, and they're going to hand it off. Oh, they're going to fake it to Bryson Rowland, play action pass. The pass goes out to Jabari Thornton. It's caught, and it's going to be across midfield. It's going to be marked at the West Orange Stark 46-yard line. Nice little catch and pass there to Jabari Thornton.
Yeah, good play, and what I do also like is that coach dialed up a passing play after a interception. You don't want your quarterback losing confidence.
So it's Courtney Parr at quarterback right now, and he's in the shotgun. He hands it off to Bryson Rowland, looking for him on the right side, breaks a tackle. He's going to go all the way down to the West Orange Stark 37-yard line. Nice little pickup there by Bryson Rowland. He just kind of found, you know, what he does, what he's good at is he knows how to find the crease and exploit it.
Yeah. He's looking, probing the defense. We're still in the honeymoon section of this game, so we're still filling everybody out, and they're just trying to see.
So it's going to be a 2nd down and looks like a long 2 for La Vega. Courtney Parr is at the quarterback. They come out of the shotgun. They have multiple receivers. There's a lot of motion going around. The lone setback is Bryson Rowland, and now we're going to have a timeout. La Vega calls a timeout. So there's a stoppage in play.
Yeah, something that they're not liking the alignment, or some guys are not in the right place, and I think it could have been because of changing quarterback. And so we'll just have to see. Coach how to get that. They'll get that straight. And
we didn't see a whole lot of Courtney Parr last week.
No,
we saw, in the first week it was pretty much him and Javian Hernandez kind of split reps, but we didn't see a lot of him, or hardly any of him last week. So to see him coming in so early in this ball game, what do you think that's saying?
Well, I mean, this is all pre-district. Coach Hyde is trying to see who can dance and who dances the best, and because they're trying to get themselves prepared for district. And remember, he told us La Vega football is about winning championships.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he's trying to get his team in position for.
He says his goal is to make sure that we get better every week. So to come back out with Courtney Parr in the shotgun, he's going to hand it off to Roller. Roller makes a man miss, gets all the way out to the 34-yard line, and I think that's going to be enough to move the chains, and it is.
So that's another Linkage Credit Union first down. Linkage Credit Union, your home for the best financial services in Waco.
And that puts Bryson Rowland just that much closer to 5,000 total scrimmage yards, right?
Yeah, well, we got to get that number to see where he is.
We will. So 1st and 10, and they're going to hand it off they're going to fake it to Rowland. It's going to be a keeper by Parr. He has room on the right side. He's going to run the ball all the way down to the West Orange Stark 20-yard line. That's going to be enough for another first down for the Pirates. So we're looking at 1st and 10 from the West Orange Stark 20-yard line with a good keeper by
Parr.
Courtney Parr.
Yeah, he's playing pretty good right now.
So La Vega comes out again in a shotgun set, one back, multiple receivers. They're going to give it to Roland. Roland looking for room on the right side, breaks a tackle. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, almost into the end zone. Shoestring tackled at the West Orange Stark 4-yard line. Roy, we almost just saw another Bryson Rowland touchdown.
Yeah. I think when he made the first guy miss, what you don't want, if you're West Orange Stark, you don't want guys like Rowland getting to your second level. You want to get him on the ground when you're supposed to get him on the ground. He picks up 17 yards right there.
So we're looking at 1st and goal from the West Orange Stark 4-yard line. La Vega comes out once again, shotgun, single back, motion by the receiver, and they're going to jet sweep. They're going to try to do a jet sweep with number 9, Dalen Pulling. He's going to be brought down at the 1-yard line. Not a bad play call.
No, definitely not a bad play call.
He almost got in. So now we're going to be looking at 2nd and goal for La Vega from the West Orange Stark 1-yard line. Courtney Parr breaks the huddle. He's in shotgun. Roland is the lone back. And here's the snap. He's going to give it to Roland. Roland coming to the right, makes a man miss in the backfield, trying to get to the pylon, and he's knocked out of bounds.
That was knocked out of bounds by looks like Jamichael Davis.
That was number 5, Jamichael Davis.
That's a good defensive play, because out there in the open field with Roland, that could be scary.
Yeah, Jamichael Davis was able to maintain the angle, and he knocks Roland out of bounds. So it's going to be 3rd and goal, and I think they're going to actually mark that as a 1-yard loss. So here we are, 3rd and goal.
I'd like to see quarterback sneak right here.
Yeah, they come out in the same set, and Parr takes a snap, and he was looking he faked the option and kept the ball, ran up the middle. La Vega touchdown. Courtney Parr, 2-yard touchdown run for La Vega, and the Pirates are now in a position to where they can tie this ball game up.
Yeah. Parr, a real good play. All eyes on Roland. Just a little quick fake of an option made the whole defense shift, and he almost kind of fell into the end zone. So,
is there a bigger guy that you can use as a fake than Bryson Rowland?
No, that's a pretty good one to fake it to. So with 4:19 left to go here, we are La Vega 7 tied this thing up, 7 apiece, and
Yeah, the extra point by Giovanni Escueda was good, and now we are looking at 4:19 left in the quarter, and the score is La Vega 7, West Orange Stark 7.
While they're doing that, let me just again thank all of our sponsors. As a matter of fact, I got one that I need to let y'all hear about right now.
Are you hungry for the best fried chicken in town? Check out Jim's Crispy Fried Chicken at 3401 Bellmead Drive. Whether it's their mouth-watering chicken tenders, scintillating catfish, or that fried chicken that make you want to holler, Jim's Crispy Fried Chicken has been doing it for over 4 decades at 3401 Bellmead Drive. And if it's your family you're trying to feed, Jim's Crispy Chicken has you covered. Whether it's the 20-piece tenders or the 10-piece mixed chicken, Jim's Crispy Chicken has the answer for your crew. Did I mention the sides? Whether it's French fries, mashed potatoes and gravy, coleslaw, potato salad, green beans, or macaroni and cheese, Jim's Crispy Fried Chicken has the answer for you. So don't wait, don't hesitate. Get over to 3401 Bellmead Drive. The Jim's Crispy Fried Chicken, one of the jewels of Waco, Texas.
Back to the action here. Kickoff has gone to West Orange Stark. 4:10 left to go here in this first quarter. We're all knotted up, Cedric, 7 apiece.
Yeah, what we just saw, the kickoff, it was a short kickoff, and it was fielded by number 22, Taj Emerson, and he was able to return the ball all the way out to the West Orange Stark 23-yard line, and that's where they're going to set up shop here on offense. 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. And they come out with the single back set. Turner at course. Turner is still the quarterback. He's under center. He takes the ball, he hands it off, and it's going to be a running play. They're going to try to find some room on the right side. Not a whole lot of room there. The handoff went to Kelly Jefferson, trying to find some room on the right side. Not a whole lot of room there. They were able to pick up about 5, 6, I guess.
Yeah, one thing. This is what film and scouting does. Did you see the formation that came in? Now, What did we see that formation last week? Salina went and got into an I formation.
Absolutely. So now the Mustangs come out in a single back set, and it's going to be a keeper by Turner. He's going to pick up the first down. He's going to be able to push his way all the way out across the 40-yard line. That tackle there made by number 33, Jeremiah Jones, for the Vega. But it's going to be a first down for the Mustangs.
I tell you what, the quarterback, he's a hard runner for West Orange Stark.
Well, this is a kid. He's a 3-year starter. So this is a very experienced guy. You know, this is not his first rodeo, you know?
Yeah, he's not, you're not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You're going to have to go ahead and put that face mask in his stomach.
So we're going to be 1st and 10 for West Orange Stark from their own 40.
Ooh.
Nice hit, big hit, made in a backfield. That was number 19. That was Warren Richardson Jr. Came up off the edge and totally stuffed the quarterback. Huge tackle on that play there.
Yep, and he was the one that stayed home on that previous series of downs when they tried to do the misdirection. So he's having himself a game right now.
So it's going to set up 2nd and long for the Mustangs. That's going to be a loss of 2 yards. So the Mustangs come to the line of scrimmage facing a 2nd and 12, and they come out with the single back set, 4 receivers in the formation, shotgun formation, and it's going to give it to the back, and he's just going to go barrel, straight ahead, pick up as much as he could. That tackle there made by Caden Rowland. And it's gonna be a minimal game, so it's gonna set up a 3rd and 7. And that was nothing fancy there, Roy.
No, they're trying to enforce their will. They're trying to run the ball, which is what you should be doing. La Vega's got a lot of athletes around the field, and you want your offense to come out and take as much time out of that clock as you can. How do you beat a high-powered offense? By keeping them away from the ball.
The thing that we're seeing tonight that we didn't see last week was these kids are about the same size. Salina just had bigger kids than La Vega did on that offensive line, and they just kind of, impose their will with a power running game. I don't think we're
They
going
got
to
a
see that
penalty.
tonight.
They got a face mask, illegal hands to the face.
And they're marking off the penalty right now, and that's going to be a first down for West Orange Stark. That's going to take the ball all the way out to the La Vega 41-yard line. I didn't see the infraction.
Hands to the face. I didn't see the flag on the field. I think Coach Hyde is asking for an explanation now. And I heard you say, Cedric, that they're not as big, but I'm looking at this number 77. That's 6'5", 292. He looks pretty big.
Oh, listen, I'm not saying that they don't have big guys. I'm just saying from one team to another, they're about the same size. So
Okay.
Vega got a couple of guys, a couple of bigs.
Yeah.
So here we are, 1st and 10 here after the penalty, and Turner takes the ball, hands it off, and it's going to be a straightforward running play, and it's going to go all the way down to the La Vega 35-yard line. That was a carry by Kelvin Jefferson. Once again, Jefferson is one of these guys that West Orange Stark is really expecting to use a whole lot. He's had back-to-back games of 100 yards rushing.
So they're driving the ball 1 minute and 11 seconds left to go in this first quarter. West Orange Stark moving the ball from right to left.
So here we are with a 2nd and 5, and it's another handoff, and it's going to be another straight-ahead carry. I think that's Jefferson again on
First
the carry.
down.
And
He's got a first down
he
on
did
that.
pick up enough for the first down, absolutely. So they're going to spot the ball at the La Vega 30-yard line. And what we're seeing right now, Roy, is just West Orange Stark, nothing fancy. They're just running straight at the La Vega defense right now.
Yeah. They're trying to. These are the things you do in the first quarter. You want to, if you know anything about that golden triangle, West Orange Stark kind of football, they run the ball.
Bad snap. Turner picks it up, trying to make the most out of a bad situation. Was able to find some room over there on the right side. He's going to be tackled.
Just short of the first down.
Just short of the first down. Stopped by Broderick Scott.
Well,
No, they're going to give him the first down. They're moving the sticks. And so with 15 seconds and counting left, I think that may be the last play of the first quarter, Roy. Yeah.
Looks like that's going to be the last play. 7-7, all tied up with West Orange Stark in the red zone, trying to go back up on the Pirates. We're going to go to a short break, and you are listening to and watching La Vega Pirate Football on Centex Sports Network and Centex Sports 1.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco? Come to the Blazing Asian, where authentic Cambodian flavors meet creative culinary flair. Voted People's Choice as Waco's #1 Asian restaurant since 2019 by both the Wacoan Magazine and the Waco Tribune Herald. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin, we're serving up family recipes with a twist. Blazing Asian egg rolls are rolled fresh daily, and their sauces or marinades are made in-house with love. Stop by today. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin. And for Baylor students, enjoy 10% off with your student ID.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Catch all your in-depth sports analysis with the best. The hottest sports show in the evening is Centex Primetime, hosted by Jalen Gillis.
Act like y'all.
Weekdays 5 to 7. This is the Central Texas #1 leader in sports. Centex Sports Network.
That's right, sports fans. We can talk about sports.
And Infinity Sports.
The East Waco Empowerment Project, along with City Center Waco, is hosting WeBo, Workshop and Business Opportunity, to help create more entrepreneurs. Business owners like Aniceto Charles of True Jamaica Restaurant and Carla Dotson of Boardwalk on Elm attended WeBo to develop their business ideas into successful Black-owned businesses right in the heart of East Waco. WeBo can also help you turn your side hustle or business idea into the next thriving Black-owned business in our community. If you would like to attend this 10-week intense entrepreneurial workshop, go to WeBoWaco.org. That's WIBO Waco.org. Space.
Picks up about 8 yards. That's number 4.
Yeah, that was a straight handoff
Jefferson.
to Kelvin Jefferson to start off the second quarter. And the Mustangs pick up about. They were able to find a little room there on the left side. And so now it's going to set up a 2nd and 1 from the La Vega I think the ball, it's inside the 5. That's the La Vega 3. The Vega 3-yard line. So 2nd and goal. And the Mustangs come out in a power running set. They pitch the ball to Jefferson. He missed,
on the ground.
Yeah, he can't take the handoff. He mishandled the pitch. Number 3.
La Vega had an opportunity there. That ball was on the ground, and they couldn't quite bring in that fumble. They had an opportunity for a big-time turnover, as West Orange Stark is still knocking on the door just outside the red zone on the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Marcus Turner for West Orange Stark was able to fall on the football. Like you said, though, La Vega had a shot at that. But it's going to be a loss. So now we're looking at 3rd and 16 from I think the ball is at the La Vega 21-yard line. So 3rd and goal from the Vega 21. It's going to be a whistle here on the snap. Timeout call before the ball was snapped. Timeout by La Vega. So Coach Hyde and his bunch want to regroup and reassess the situation here.
Yeah, I'm sure West Orange Stark is trying to find a way to make sure that they got the proper alignments. And this is crucial. Right now, nobody's really shown the ability to just stop the other one. And so we could be in store tonight for another one of these shootouts. Last one with the ball wins.
I think if you're La Vega right now, you want to make sure that you put the right defense on the field for this particular play. We're talking about a 3rd and goal, from the 21. So it feels like a passing down, but I don't think we've seen the Mustangs throw a pass yet.
I haven't seen a pass. I'm sure they're trying to set it up. They're going to probably try to bring something where they got a tight end to slip past a blocker or defender and get him out into the end zone. I'm sure we're going to see that because they're trying to set it up now. But right now, they got a 3rd down, and actually they can make a 1st if they can get to the La Vega 6. If they can get to the La Vega 6.
You're correct. It's not 3rd and goal. It's actually 3rd and long. If they can get to the 6-yard line, and they're setting up from the 21, they're coming out with 2 running backs in the backfield. Turner takes the ball.
Here's that pass you was asking for.
Play action pass is a screen. He gets it to Jefferson. Jefferson makes a man miss, but he's knocked out of bounds.
Great play.
By Cade Balch. Number 11, Cade Balch, runs him out of bounds. And it's going to be a minimal gain there.
Good play by La Vega there. They used the sideline as the help that they needed. Now they're bringing in a different package, and I don't know if this is a field goal package.
I think this is the field goal team, Roy. And we saw in pregame that they struggled.
Well, I don't know if it was this kicker or someone else. They got 2 on the roster, so we'll find out here just shortly.
Yeah, they're gonna try this field goal here with the ball at the 18-yard line.
See?
It's up and it's good.
It wasn't that guy.
It's low, but it's good.
Yeah, it wasn't that guy. It was the other guy.
I guess it was the other guy.
It was the other guy. It was the other guy. That guy could kick a field goal.
So the field goal was made by Brian Hernandez for West Orange Stark, and the Mustangs take a 10-7 lead here in the second quarter with 10 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in the first half. I don't know, Roy. I think it might have been the same guy.
No, that guy, that's a different kicker. That's a different kicker. They're trying to bring that other kicker along. He's not ready yet. But so Stark is able to drive the ball down. Again, that was a big opportunity for La Vega. They could have just got on that loose ball. It was kind of just rolling around out there. And West Orange Stark's quarterback was able to get back on top of that ball. That would have really changed things. So La Vega was able to stiffen up. They didn't get past the 21-yard line, and so they have to settle for a field goal. So we'll see what La Vega comes up with here.
And it looks like La Vega is going to have 2 men back to return. Antoine Good and Jabari Thornton are on that last level for the returners here as West Orange Stark kicks the ball off. It's going to be a short kick. It's going to be fielded by Jabari Thornton. It's fair caught for the Pirates, and they're going to mark this ball down at the La Vega 25-yard line. So that's where the Pirates will set up 1st and 10 from their own 25. I don't think we've seen a deep kick all game from West Orange Star. Have we? Deep kickoff yet?
No, I hadn't been a deep kick.
So La Vega's coming out with Courtney Parr again at quarterback, and he's back there with Brian Rosen. He hands the ball off to Roland. Roland is trying to find some room in the middle of the field. Not a whole lot of room there. He's going to be able to pick up about 2 yards on this carry. And that's going to set up La Vega with a 2nd and 8 with 9:50 and running in the second quarter, with La Vega trailing 10-7 right now. So Parr comes out with a shotgun, 4 receivers. Roland is a lone setback. He's looking to throw the ball. He has a man open in a flat. It's caught.
Got it.
By Jamarcus Daniel on the right flats, and it's going to be enough for a 1st down. It's going to move the sticks for the Pirates. So now we're looking at La Vega 1st and 10.
That's another linkage credit union 1st down.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 to the La Vega 39-yard line, 38-yard line. Parr is still the quarterback. Roland in the lone back. He's going to fake the Roland. He's going to do a little slip screen pass. It's caught over here on the right flat by James the Great. And that's going to go for a gain of 7. 9. Yeah, they're moving the ball out all the way out to the 9-yard pickup. Good pickup there by James the Great on the reception from Parr. And then Parr takes a snap on 2nd and short. He's going to give it the quick out to Jabari Thornton on the right side. It's going to be enough for the 1st down. So the Pirates, once again, moving the sticks for it.
Yeah, and they kind of know what they're trying to do here. They've been able to kind of go through the motions twice on offense. So they're seeing something. And I'm seeing now that West Orange Stark is coming up a little closer to the line.
They give the ball straight hand
to
we
got
Roland.
a problem.
Makes a man miss. He's in the 30 to the 20. It's a foot race, and Roland rolls into the end zone.
Will not catch him. 48-yard scamper.
Listen, whenever there's a foot race and it involves Bryson Roland's probably going to be winning that thing.
Yeah, 48-yard scamper. Once you make that first guy miss, that's when the problems start. When I saw him make the first guy miss, you got to get rolling on the ground quick.
Absolutely. Yeah, there was a defender that had a shot at taking him down in the backfield. But, Roland is shifty. The one thing we know about him is he's very, very shifty, very elusive, and it leads to another La Vega touchdown here. As we line up for the extra point, Giovanni Escada is on to make the kick. It's up, and it's good. And La Vega takes a 14-10 lead over West Orange Stark with 8:30 left to play in the 1st half.
All of that is set up by those quick passes. What they were doing was they were trying to play soft, and La Vega made them get a little close. Those cornerbacks get a little closer to the line, and now they're looking for that pass to come out again, and then you hit them with Rolling off that left side. So that running play was set up by the pass.
Absolutely. Yeah, the quick passing game that they had shown the 2 previous plays absolutely set up that run by Roland. Yes, I agree with
48-yard scamper by Roland, and I don't know exactly what his county is as far as making it toward that 5,000, but
he's getting close.
But I got him at about 70 yards, 80 yards so far in this first half.
And when you talk about a kid like Bryson Roland, he's so elusive. You know, and the things that he does, which, you know, you have to get the ball in his hands some kind of way because he has a ability to make people miss.
Yeah. So you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers and play defense. See if they can't stiffen up a little bit here earlier.
So the Pirates kicking off here, going left to right, but the ball goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Well, I said left to right. I meant right to left. My bad. But the ball goes out of bounds somewhere around the 6-yard line.
So it's a penalty. It'll come out to the 30 in high school.
Yeah, I think that's right.
The 30 high school.
Yeah, we'll see how the referees step this off. Just now picking up the flag here. La Vega's defense is set up around the 35-yard line. So yeah, and they're gonna put the ball at the 30-yard line. So that's where West Orange Stark is gonna start. 1st and 10 from their own 30. With 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in this first half, La Vega ahead right now, 14-10. The Mustangs snap the ball. They give it to Jefferson, trying to find some room, stacked up in the middle. Very, very, very hard sledding there in the middle there. The Vega defense swarmed to the ball, led by Gigante Thomas. You know, he led a host of Pirates there. It's going to be a pickup of, they're going to give him 2 yards on the carry there.
Yeah, he just a simple, maybe a dive straight up to A-gap. La Vega's, they're in the right defense. They got a 4-3 out there.
Yeah, La Vega is still, they're sticking with this 4-3. And I don't see them moving off of this anytime soon. Turner now is in the shotgun. Sends Jefferson in motion. It's a quarterback keep. He makes a man miss, but there's not a whole lot of room there. Brought down there by number 12.
Picks up a couple. Looks like it's going to end up being a 3rd and 5. And
brings up 3rd down and 5.
You know, I'm real curious to see. A lot is going to be told here if they can stop them on this 3rd and 5.
There's just not a lot of running room in the middle when you're talking about that La Vega defense. You know, with a guy like Broderick Scott in the middle there. There's, you know, running in the middle, that's going to lead to a long day for any opposing offense. But here we are, 3rd and 5. Turner in the shotgun, Jefferson behind him. He gives the ball to Jefferson. Jefferson makes a man miss. Jefferson to the 50, to the 40. Jefferson is open field. It's a foot race, and Jefferson is going to dance all the way into the end zone. Mustang touchdown.
Yep. He goes 70 yards. 70 yards right up the A-gap.
Did I jinx the Pirates defense there?
Yeah, I think you did. I think you did. You know, once you make that first guy miss, they just blocked it. They just blocked it well. And the West Orange Star running back, he's got some speed.
Yeah, it was just a one-on-one situation, you know, in the middle of the field. Gigante Thomas was, you know, he just missed the tackle. He was there in the gap. He just kind of missed the tackle. And, you know, like you said, this Jefferson kid for West Orange Stark.
Yeah, they got some wiggle. Yeah. You know, I'm watching them. The first guy's not bringing them down. And 70 yards there. 70-yard scamper. And so with 6:51 left to go here in the second period, we've got West Orange Stark am I looking at 16?
Yeah,
over
that's
there?
the extra point.
16. Yeah. And La Vega 14. And we got another one of these slobber knockers happening. It's going to be another one of these phone booth fights.
2 very equal programs. You know, when you put a physical eye on both ball clubs, they just look like each other. You know, one team is not bigger than the other or anything like that. That's why, you know, we talked about this in the pregame, Roy. I think it's going to come down to which team makes the fewest mistakes in terms of who's going to end up winning this ball game.
And that is always comes down to execution. And we'll see. You know, they've hit some plays right up the middle. on the Vega, so we'll see.
So here's another short kickoff. This is fielded and then run out to the 30-yard line, 35-yard line. That's going to be number 6 for La Vega. Eric Davis fielding a short kick. When we haven't seen West Orange Stark kick the ball to that last level of...
They may not have the ability, and when you start dealing in high school, sometimes kicking could be a challenge, and that may be the best kickoff that they have. So you just work with it.
So that's going to set up a 1st and 10 for the Pirates at their own 36-yard line. And they're coming out and they're staying with Courtney Parr at quarterback. Okay? And he's in the shotgun with Roland as the lone back. He's waiting for the snap. He's going to fake it to Roland. He throws a quick slant in and out of the hands of Jabari Thornton. That was going to be a quick in.
Yeah, it was a slant route, but we're dealing with high school kids, so the execution of that route sometimes can be tricky. You really have to dig and make that a sharp cut, because in that particular case, the defender he had an opportunity to get an interception.
Yeah, it was very well covered. But I think what we saw, just like you said, maybe a little bit better route by Jabari on that play.
Yeah, so you got high school kids trying to execute at a high level sometimes.
So here we are now, 2nd and 10, same formation. Parr back to throw again. He has a man open. Big hit on the right side to separate the receiver from the ball. That was right on the money. That was Daylon Pullen was trying to pull in an out route on the right side of the field there. Big hit by the defender. Well timed.
They've got some good cornerbacks. I'm looking at these defensive backs at start. They got some good guys. They're athletic. They're not giving up a lot off the line of scrimmage. They're playing pretty close to the line. And so La Vega is giving the quarterback some time. So we'll just see. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, 6:32 left to go, a 3rd and long.
Yeah, that breakup was made by Raymond Mallett Jr., setting up a 3rd and long here, and La Vega can't get the ball snapped. And there's going to be a whistle here on the play.
So delay a game. Yeah, delay a game.
Yeah. So they're walking off 5 for the Pirates. So it turned a 3rd and long into a 3rd and longer.
Yeah. 3rd and 15, 6:32 left to go. I don't know. I think I might hand it off right here.
3rd down and 15.
This would not be a bad time to, do a draw with Roland. It wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be a bad play. But let's see what Coach Hart has dialed up here as they snap the ball. It's going to be a pass. Parr back to pass. Has time. And he has a receiver down the field open. It's caught. That's Daylon Pullen. And they're going to mark the ball all the way out to the West Orange Stark 46-yard line. That's a 1st down, Roy.
Yeah, 1st down. Great pass.
We've seen remarkable poise tonight out of Parr as a passer, haven't we?
He has. He's standing back there in the pocket. Now, he's got some time. These guys up front for La Vega's, they up here doing a job on this front line. La Vega Pirates are. They're giving time.
So here we are, 1st and 10. They're going to hand it off to Roland, going straight ahead to the right. He makes a man miss, makes another man miss. He slips a tackle at the 40, and he gets all the way out to the 35-yard line. And that's just Bryson Rowland doing Bryson Rowland things, right?
Yeah, so he picks up about 11 yards on that one, and he's having himself some kind of half.
35-yard line.
And so La Vega's moving the ball again. Stark played 2 good downs of defense, and
so now we have the Pirates with a 1st and 10. From the West Orange Stark 35-yard line. Parr with a quick pass to the right side. It's going to be caught. That was caught by James the Great. He was tackled immediately after making the catch. But it's going to be a decent gain. The play goes for about 4 yards.
That's going to bring up a 2nd down.
And that was just one of those quick hitting plays, right?
Yeah, just a quick hitter. They're trying to just keep, you keep loosening them up. And I imagine you're going to see some of Roland on this play.
I think this is going to be a running play to Roland. LaVega in the same set. Parr takes the ball, gets to Roland, makes a man miss. He's coming across the 30. He's to the 25, to the 20, all the way down to the Mustang 18-yard line. Another play to where we just see Bryson Roland wiggle, right?
Yeah, he just followed his block, and he was real patient on that run. Real patient.
They had a player down for West Orange Stark, but he got up and left the field under his own power, thank God. But there's going to be a timeout here by the Mustangs. So we're looking at a 1st and 10 for LaVega at the West Orange Stark 18-yard line as there's a stoppage in play.
Guys up front again. Big shout out to those guys up front. And I didn't mention it, but that was another Linkage Credit Union first down.
It was.
Another Linkage Credit Union first down.
It absolutely was. And I think what we're seeing right now, Roy, and listen, this is what we expected. Nobody's going to try to trick anybody else. We're just going to line up and play some football, right?
Yeah, I mean, right now they're getting in behind those blockers, and both of these lines wouldn't take anything from Stark because they got a running back that's probably got close to 100 yards tonight also in this first half. So
Kelvin Jefferson has had 100 yards every game this season so far.
So both of these offensive lines are doing a job.
Yeah.
4 minutes, 17 seconds left to go. I'm hoping to see.
And let's just show some love here to the Pirate offensive line. Jaquavion Johnson, Ethan Thompson, Zaith Gonzalez. These big guys have opened up holes for Bryson Roland all night tonight.
Yep. And they got you mentioned Ethan. I think he's the 3 or 4 star that's committed to the I think he's committed to the University of Houston.
Ethan has some offers, absolutely.
Yeah,
he has some D1 offers as well as he should. So here we are, 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Parr comes out. He's going to give the ball straight ahead to Roland. There's a flag on the play. Roy, what was the infraction there? Are they going to call the Pirates for holding?
You know, it came from the false start area. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, it just came from a
false start or offsides.
Came from a weird part of the field there.
False start.
Yeah.
False start.
Okay, so they're going to back the Pirates up 5. Yeah. They're going to catch them for a false start here. So it's going to cost them a little field position here.
So it takes them out of the red zone, and
they're putting the ball at the Mustang 22-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 15 for the Pirates. 22-yard line. Quentin Parr is still on the field as quarterback. Bryson Roland. I'm sorry, that's not Bryson Roland. That is Brederick Scott in at the backfield right now as a lone back. As the Pirates break the huddle. And here comes a snap from Parr. Looking back, drop back the pass, has time, has a man open in the end zone. And it's going to be Thornton. Jabari Thornton with the catch in the end zone. We've seen this guy make plays all year.
Skinny post. That's a route really made, well, maybe not made famous. I'll tell you who capitalized on that a lot is Michael Irvin. That skinny post, he puts you on his back.
See, now why you gotta go you gotta go Cowboys.
Hey, I give credit where credit is due. Michael Irvin could put those defensive backs on his back, almost like posting up underneath the rim, and catch those balls from Troy Aikman. And that was a good pass and catch from Parr to Thornton. Another 23 yards for Thornton.
And LaVega is going to come out for the 2-point conversion here. Parr takes the snap. He's looking for, he was trying to find his receiver in the end zone. It was intercepted by number.
Yeah, you got to get him on the ground.
30, and he's still running. Number 30, he's out to the 50-yard line. Man, he almost ran that back for 2 points.
Yeah.
That was an interception. It was just Parr was only looking for one receiver on that route. And it was picked off by JaQuincy Walker, who took it back out to midfield before he was finally brought down.
So when you're throwing those type of passes, you got to know when to apply touch and when to put some zip on the ball. In that particular case, you needed to put some more on it because the defender just recovered and picked it off. So you gotta, but this is a young kid. I think this Parr kid is a sophomore.
Absolutely.
He'll learn. He'll learn.
What are your feelings on the call there to go for 2 as opposed to just taking the 1?
Well, it's the math. You're down when you went up by 4, and knowing these field goals extra points have been a little bit difficult. So if you get up by 6, then one score may not take them in front of you. So that's what he was trying to do. Coach Hyde was trying to do.
Right.
Because right now, if they score a touchdown, they're going to go in front of La Vega.
Yeah, and really, what's the difference now between 21-16 and 20-16? Like say the math.
Yeah, it's the math. Stark has had a hard time getting extra points also.
Absolutely.
So it may be if they score, they may not get an extra point and the game would be tied. So I kind of get what the decision he was making. So with 3:42 left to go here in this second period, La Vega getting ready to kick off.
The kick is up and it's fielded at the 13-yard line. I thought I saw a flag on the play. That's not a flag. That's just people on the sideline.
Yeah, we don't want any more laundry on the
Please, no more.
Want to make sure everybody is tuning in. Hey, we're going to be going back to the studio at halftime for the halftime report from Waco, Texas, in the studio with Jalen Gillis, and he'll be ready to give you some of the scores from around Central Texas and talk to you about this game. And so make sure that at halftime you don't go anywhere but get that good information at the halftime report coming with Jalen Gillis.
And here we are in Madisonville, La Vega leading West Orange Stark 20-16. The Mustangs set up 1st and 10 from their own 20. They're going to give it to Jefferson, and he finds a little running room there on the left side of the field there. It's going to be a gain of 8. I'm sorry, they're going to mark it as 6. Gain of 6. So it's going to set up a 2nd and 4 for West Orange Stark from their own 32-yard line. And the Mustangs break the huddle here, and they come out again with the single. I'm sorry, they actually come out in a power set, Roy. This is the first time we've seen them in the eye.
No, they did it once, one play in that first half.
And it's a straight ahead give. This is a straight dive play.
Yeah.
And they're going to pick up enough for the first down. That was number 13, Jonathan Johnson, on the carry. For the Mustang. Yeah, that was just straight.
Yeah, and again, they saw it on film. Salina had some success last week.
They absolutely
going
did.
to an I formation.
Mm-hmm. They absolutely did.
That's something that we see a whole lot anymore. But I remember some great I formation running backs during my time.
I remember getting hit by a lot of great I formation running backs in my time.
Yeah, well,
So it's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Mustangs. And they're going to just do another straight give. It's a good tackle in the backfield. It's a flag on the play.
Comes in late.
Yeah, late flag. The tackle was made in the backfield by Gigante Thomas, but there was a flag on the play. And let's see what the call is. I didn't necessarily see an infraction there, Roy. Looks like they're going to be calling this against La Vega.
Yeah, legal hands to the face.
Yeah, legal hands to the face. Yeah. So they're marking this off against the Pirates.
That's going to be 15 yards.
Absolutely.
So that changes things. So that puts them over into the onto the La Vega side of the field.
Yeah, it takes the Mustangs out to the midfield.
2:13 left to go.
Yeah, absolutely. So now the Mustangs, they can really just keep running the ball here if they want to. And this is exactly what they do. They give it to Jefferson. I'm sorry, that's not Jefferson. That's going to be Raymond Mallett Jr. Gets the ball down to the La Vega 45-yard line. It's going to be a nice little pickup of 5 yards here. And we are coming up on 150 and running.
2nd down and 5.
In the second half. So just kind of curious to see what the play calling is going to look like for West Orange Stark for the rest of this quarter.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think that they're going to have to throw the ball at some point. I say that
play, and then the quarterback pulls the ball down. He makes a man miss in the backfield. He's going to be dropped at the 40-yard line.
You got a first down, though.
He did pick up the first down. Tackle there.
That'll stop the clock. That'll stop the clock.
Right. Yeah.
And while they set up the first down marker again. And so this quarterback is hard to get on the ground. It was about 3 attempts to get him on the ground in that play.
Jeremiah Jones finally ended up coming up with the tackle there. And we see the clock still running. Now we're looking at 1:05 and counting. And West Orange Stark is at the Vega 40-yard line. And I don't see a whole lot of sense of urgency here out of that offense. They just now break the huddle. They come out with multiple receivers. The quarterback drops back to pass. He has a running lane in the alley. He's going to keep the ball, pick up a block at the 30. He's at the 20, and it goes out of bounds near the La Vega 15-yard line. I think they're going to mark him out at the La Vega 18.
894-6680.
They're on the 21 again. And we got a player down.
Yeah, we got a guy down for La Vega. That's going to be number 19 on the ground. That's going to be Warren Richardson Jr.
He's been having a big game this game.
I would say, he's had a good first half here. But
looks like cramps.
It looks like cramps. He's just not able to get up on his own right now as the athletic training staff comes out to tend to him.
You know, early on in the season, no matter how much they hydrate, those cramps are just going to come. In Texas, we got the humidity, the heat. You know, now tonight is not a hot night. It's actually pretty moderate for our what we're used to here. I think we're probably in the 80-degree mark. And so this is not bad weather, but the beginning of the season, we see this quite a bit in Texas.
So the officials actually put the ball at the La Vega 21. So we're looking at 1st and 10 for West Orange Stark from the Pirate 21-yard line. 42 seconds left. Here's the snap, and it's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be, they're going to give the ball to Taj Emerson. He's trying to find running room on the left side. Not a whole lot there.
I think they're going to put this ball in the air. They got time for a couple of running plays.
Yeah, he was able to actually get out of bounds on that play. Didn't pick up a whole lot of yardage, but there's 35 seconds left on the clock, Roy. I think, I agree with you. I think this is probably going to have to be a passing play.
Yeah.
It's 2nd and 8 officially. They come out in the shotgun. Here's a low snap. It's dropped.
It's going to cause a timeout here.
Yeah, and that's all.
Let's see if they call it.
Yeah, all they could do right there was have Taj Emerson fall on the football. It was actually a fumble snap, a muff snap. But Emerson was able to fall on the ball, and now here we are with a 3rd and long, and West Orange Stark takes a timeout with 28 seconds left to play in the half.
Yeah, so remember, 28 seconds left to go. Remember to stay tuned for the halftime report, going back to the studio in Waco, to the Infinity Sports Studio, and Jalen Gillis will be there. So stay tuned, stay locked in. We got us a barn burner here going in Madisonville, Texas.
So with the stoppage in play, we are looking at La Vega leading West Orange Stark 20-16. 28 seconds left to play in the first half. That's all the time that's remaining in the second quarter as La Vega's, we're coming out of a timeout here. La Vega's defense takes the field, and now
and that was the last time out
and
for
that
Stark.
was the last time out for West Orange Stark.
So they're probably going to have to throw the ball here.
They come out here with multiple receivers in a set and a single back. And here's a snap. Turner takes the ball. He's looking to throw the ball. He has a man open on the left sideline. It's a short dig route. It was caught over there on the sideline, but it was short of the sticks. That completion was made to Jamichael Davis, but it's going to set up a 4th and 2.
I think they're going to kick a field goal here.
Looks like they're
they got that number 48 in the game
bringing the
again.
kicking team out. Yeah. And he did get out of bounds, so there's 19 seconds left in half here, so more than enough time to get the kicking team out on the field. But yeah, they're going to line up for the field goal here.
Oh.
And it's a fake. The it's gonna be I think it's gonna be enough for a first down. They snapped the ball to the up back, and he kept it instead of placing the ball down for a kick. Ran around the right side and was able to pick up just enough for the first down. And it's gonna be they're gonna clock the ball here with 11 seconds remaining, because I was gonna say that kept the clock running. It would have been a running play.
Yeah, well, it was a running play, and he gets the first down, so you get a momentary stoppage of the clock. But as soon as the umpire places the ball in play or places it down, the clock starts again. And so that got them down to 11 seconds. Second down, they are in the red zone here, knocking on the door of La Vega, trying to see if they can't take a lead into half. West Orange start 7 yards out. It's second and goal.
And then they come out with the power running set. They break the huddle, and they're going to fake the run, play action pass.
Oh, good play.
Throw it to the end zone, and it's caught in the end zone by Jonathan Johnson. That's going to be a touchdown for West Orange Stark. They came out with the 3 backs in the backfield, and they threw it to the tight end, who just kind of settled into the middle of the field.
Good play. They were in a power set, and it looked like a running play. They flooded the zone on the right side, and the tight end comes from the left side, just stands in front of the quarterback in the end zone, and he's able to hit him. Good play by West Orange Star. Good drive. Took a chance on the fake field goal, and the placeholder gets the ball and runs with it, and gets a first down, and it's a good play by Stark.
Yeah,
good play, good coaching.
You follow the fake field goal, which picked up the first down, and then you come out on the very next play with 3 running backs in the backfield, but it's a pass to the tight end. Like I said, flooding the zone, and now what we're seeing is West Orange Stark has taken the lead. After the extra point was good, it's 23-20. Pirates down in this ball game right now.
Yeah.
With 5 seconds left in.
So it looks like they're gonna go in the half on a deficit.
Unless we see.
And I don't know what happened, but
unless we see
Coach
another
Hyde is
100-yard kick return by Antoine Good, because we've seen him do that.
Coach Hyde is giving that he was giving the side judge what for just a second ago. I don't know what it was, but it's probably the ball placement, giving him that first down.
Every coach who's worth his salt knows when it's time to give the referees the business.
Yeah.
So we see the little squib kick here by the Mustangs, and they didn't run any time off the clock.
Should go to 4.
I thought it should at least went to 4, from 5 to 4, but they didn't run any time off the clock. And they're gonna give the Pirates the football.
And Coach Hyde is still, now he's working the head linesman. He's working him now.
Wouldn't you like to be a fly on the wall of that conversation right now?
No, I don't have to be. I kind of know what that conversation's like. And now he's asking that ref. He wants an explanation.
Yeah, he's not happy. He's not happy at all. But because there's still 5 seconds left on the clock, they're going to make the Pirates take the field here.
Yeah, they're going to a victory formation.
Yeah, they're just going to run the clock out here.
They're going to go into the half.
They don't have a problem right now with being down at the half. 23-20. La Vega is trailing West Orange Stark as we go into the halftime of this game.
Yeah, so it's really been both sides have played pretty decent. It's 43 points on the board right now. So it's probably not what Coach Hyde wanted. Matter of fact, he's at the 30-yard line, still giving
the referee the business.
Yeah, he is not a happy camper, because he knows how each point is so precious.
Exactly.
And so,
yeah.
So we go into halftime here, and La Vega down by 3 points. West Orange Stark up. We're getting ready to go all the way back to Waco, Texas, McLennan County, to the halftime show with Jalen Gillis. And at this time, we're going to turn it over to him. We'll catch you about 5 minutes left in this half. Jalen, it's all yours.
Well, it has been a great game up there in Madisonville. La Vega trailing by 3 points, 23-20 against West Orange Stark. Folks, this has been a great game, and we're going to break some of this down and other games around the Central Texas area. When we come back, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to get right into the halftime show right here on Centex Sports Network as we get ready to break down the halftime show. Stay tuned with us. Jalen Gillis here. We'll be back with the start of the halftime show.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco? Come to the Blazing Asian, where authentic Cambodian flavors meet creative culinary flair. Voted People's Choice as Waco's #1 Asian restaurant since 2019 by both the Wacoan Magazine and the Waco Tribune Herald. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin, we're serving up family recipes with a twist. Blazing Asian egg rolls are rolled fresh daily, and their sauces or marinades are made in-house with love. Stop by today. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin. And for Baylor students, enjoy 10% off with your student ID.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Catch all your in-depth sports analysis with the best. The hottest sports show in the evening is Centex Primetime, hosted by Jalen Gillis.
Act like y'all.
Weekdays 5 to 7. This is the Central Texas #1 leader in sports. Centex Sports Network.
That's right, sports fans. We can talk about sports.
And Infinity Sports.
The East Waco Empowerment Project, along with City Center Waco, is hosting WeBo, Workshop and Business Opportunity, to help create more entrepreneurs. Business owners like Aniceto Charles of True Jamaica Restaurant and Carla Dotson of Boardwalk on Elm attended WeBo to develop their business ideas into successful Black-owned businesses right in the heart of East Waco. WeBo can also help you turn your side hustle or business idea into the next thriving Black-owned business in our community. If you would like to attend this 10-week intense entrepreneurial workshop, go to WeBoWaco.org. That's WIBO Waco.org. Space.
NSJ Event Co., one of the premier event designers in Central Texas and a Centex Sports Network supporter. Voted Waco Awards Event Planner of the Year 2021, NSJ Event Co. is your go-to source for event planning. Whether it's your next baby shower, birthday bash, wedding, or retirement party, NSJ Event Co. will bring out the elegance, class, and style your event deserves. Call NSJ Event Co. at the number on the screen or scan the QR code to schedule a free consultation. NSJ Event Co., where the party lady takes care of all your event needs.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Catch all your in-depth sports analysis with the best. The hottest sports show in the evening is Centex Primetime, hosted by Jalen Gillis.
Act like y'all.
Weekdays 5 to 7. This is the Central Texas #1 leader in sports. Centex Sports Network.
That's right, sports fans. We can talk about sports.
And Infinity Sports. Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. KWBT-FM, HD2 Waco, Temple, Killeen, Fort Cavazos. The new leader in sports in Central Texas is Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
Hello and welcome to the halftime show here on 94.5 Magic and 94.5 FM. Also on Centex Sports Network as well. Want to welcome everybody in to the halftime show. I am the host of the halftime show, Jalen Gillis. I am also the host of the show Centex Primetime that you can catch 5 to 7 p.m. on Infinity Sports Radio Central Texas or on Central Texas on CentexSports1.com. Or you can go to Centex Sports Network on YouTube and be able to watch the show weekdays 5 to 7. We are here on the halftime show for La Vega football as La Vega right now is trailing as they go into the half 23-20 as this game has been back and forth all game long, folks, and you've been listening to it, so you forgot to hear Roy and Cedric doing a great job calling this game. But this has been about as back and forth of a game as you can get between these two schools. West Orange Stark coming in at 1-1. La Vega coming in to this game at 1-1. And both of these teams looking to get into the win column as they match up here at a neutral site in Madisonville. The game started with the pick six thrown that was taken all the way back to the house by West Orange Stark. That gave them the 7-0 lead. After that, La Vega was able to come back and tie the game up at 7 pretty early in that first quarter. After that, La Vega took the lead after a 48-yard run by Bryson Rowland, who has just been an outstanding player for this La Vega team, not only this year, but every year he's been at La Vega. He's been a freshman since he was a starter. He's showing that poise, and he always makes a play whenever this La Vega Power team needs it, and I'm sure we'll get more plays from him in that second half. West Orange Stark came right back after that, and they took the lead after their running back responded. Jefferson was able to get a 70-yard run right up the middle that took that one all the way to the house, gave them a 16-14 lead after they missed the field goal, or after they missed the extra point attempt in that. Jefferson has gone over 100 yards in every single game for West Orange Stark. I believe he's already over 100 yards in this game right now. So Jefferson is a problem for West Orange Stark. He has been a monster all season, proven to be a monster so far in this game as well. La Vega was able to respond after that, after Courtney Parr, the sophomore QB, threw a touchdown to their top receiver in Jabari Thornton. He gave them the lead 20-16, and right before the half, West Orange Stark marched down the field in their 2-minute offense and was able to get a touchdown throw to their tight end for West Orange Stark to take the lead 23-20. So, folks, this game has been about as back and forth as you can get of a game. Both of these teams throwing blows. Like we said in the pregame and on the show on Centex Primetime, for those of you that were listening earlier today, this La Vega team, they love to stack their pre-district schedule to play great teams. They've played great teams all year so far. They opened the season against Kennedale. Last week, they dropped a game versus Salina, who's one of the top teams in 4A Division I, now taking on a really good West Orange Stark team that has proven to come to play as they meet on this neutral site here tonight, folks, in Madisonville. And what is a beautiful stadium. I've been to that Madisonville stadium a few times and got a chance to watch some really good games out of that Madisonville stadium. This is another one. West Orange Stark leads La Vega at half 23-20. I want to thank everybody for listening in with us today on 94.5 Magic and 94.5 FM, also on Infinity Sports Radio, Central Texas. And also, if you're watching online, to be able to listen to this broadcast on Centex Sports Network on YouTube, want to welcome you guys in as well. Folks, a lot of great games going on around the Central Texas area here tonight. And it started last night with one of the better games of the season that I got a chance to watch, and that was the University Trojans taking on the China Spring Cougars. University has completely turned this program around, and they are one of the top teams in Central Texas in that 5A division. I got a chance to see them in person yesterday as they took on the China Spring Cougars, and what was a packed game in that game yesterday. I got there as soon as I got off work after doing Centex Primetime. We ended at 7, so I got there maybe about 7:20. I had to park all the way out by the fences. I mean, there was no parking left. That game was full. It was packed on both sides from both fans, China Spring and University, and it was a great game. China Spring came out and threw the first couple punches. They took a 14-0 lead before University was able to come back and score, made it a 14-6 game. And from there, China Spring really got that momentum rolling, and they went into the halftime with a 21-12 lead in that game. But the University Trojans, led by Coach K-Ron Johnson, they came back out, and they came back out with vengeance as they ended the game on a 19-0 run, as University was able to come out with the win in that game, 31-21. University, they've got a two-headed rushing attack down there in South Waco with Ladarius Evans and also with J.D. Bell as well down there. Both of the backs went for over 100 yards. Believe Evans had 139 rushing yards and a touchdown. 99 of those yards coming in the second half. And J.D. Bell came in, got 134 yards on 18 carries with a couple touchdowns as well. This team is going to be a problem moving forward through their schedule, and as they get into district play, this team's dangerous. They've got athletes all over the field on both sides of the ball. They've got kids with offers. We all know about London Smith, probably the top prospect in Central Texas, definitely in this greater Waco area. He's got offers from guys all over the nation, from Power 4 schools all over the nation, Big 12, SEC, everybody. He's got offers from everybody. But these two running backs in that backfield for University are going to be an issue for teams as they move forward throughout their schedule. Both of these guys can go over for 100 yards any game, as they just proved, taking on a really good China Spring team. They both went over for over 100 yards. China Spring is going to have a good team, though. Don't look at the record and say, oh, China Spring is 1-2. This is going to be a down year. No, they just play a heavy pre-district schedule, just like we talked about with La Vega as well. By the time this La Vega and China Spring team match up later in the year in district, they're both going to be battle tested. And this district is going to be serious as La Vega's in there, China Spring is in there, Conley is in there. There's some powerhouse teams in this one district all facing each other. So I can't wait to see some of those district games as we get further into the season. But don't be too worried about China Spring, folks. They are going to come back with a vengeance. Their quarterback, Matthew Battles, he played a great game yesterday, went for over 100 yards rushing. He was really controlling the game until University started to turn it up. And with that running game, there wasn't much China Spring could do. Both of those backs, I mean, they're special. What they're doing down there with Coach Johnson, they're special out there in South Waco, and I'm looking forward for a great season from this University Trojans. Want to thank everybody once again for listening in with us. If you want to jump in on the YouTube and leave some comments, let us know who you're rooting for in this Central Texas area. Go to youtube.com, go to Centex Sports Network on YouTube. You can jump in the comments and you can watch this halftime show. Let us know what teams you're rooting for. Let us know what games you're at, maybe what games you're watching or you're listening to, whether that be on your devices or on the radio, or if you're in person at some of these games, you can jump on there and let us know where you're watching from. We got great games from all around the Central Texas area, folks. Like I said, great games being played right now, and we'll let you know some of those scores. We're going to go through a couple of them, and we'll take a break, and we'll come back and finish off the rest of these games. At halftime, a game that I was watching and keeping an eye on, which is a good one, Midway versus Leander Rouse. Leander Rouse has a 3-point lead on Midway, 6-3 in this game. Neither team has been able to get their offense really going in that game, but looking for big things from this Midway squad, man. They started off 2-0. Coach Joe Gillespie doing a great job out there with the Midway Panthers. They're trailing by 3 at halftime. Temple taking on San Antonio Reagan. They're in the second quarter of that game. Reagan up 7-3 against Temple. Your Waco High Lions. We got a lot of Waco High fans and alumni that listen to this with us. If you're not at the game, then you're getting a chance to listen to this as well. Waco High up 7-0 on Cleburne. Waco High got a win last week, looking to stay in that win column as they're 1-1 on the season. Right now they're up 7-0 on Cleburne as they try to move to 2-1 on the season. That could be huge for that Waco High program. Lake Belton and Killeen played last night at Lee O. Buckley Stadium. Lake Belton came out with a 7-point win in that game, 49-42. If you didn't get a chance to watch Centex Primetime today, you can go back on YouTube and be able to watch that broadcast. You'll hear the play-by-play man for Lake Belton and for Belton High School. Mr. Tony Adams joined on there with me today, and he got a chance to break down those games from Lake Belton and also from Belton as they lost last night 14-46 against Georgetown Eastview. So go on to YouTube and check that out if you want to see some of the highlights from that game. Mr. Tony Adams broke it down with us. At halftime, 24-14 lead, Conley taking on Grandview. This Conley team is good, y'all. Conley's got a lot of good athletes out there in Lacey Lakeview. They graduated a lot of good athletes last year, so coming into this year, there's a lot of question marks around this team. Coach Garrick and his staff has done an outstanding job with that program over there as they lost a lot of people and they got a lot of youth on the team. They're looking to go 3-0, though. Right now, they're up 24-14 on a good Grandview team. So looking for big things out of this Conley Cadet team. Like I said, This district is going to be packed with action. La Vega, Conley, China Spring. This district is going to be heavy, and the premier district, I think, in this greater Waco area is definitely that district. Gatesville also in that district. They're up 21-0 on Mahia as they're getting near halftime. Centerville taking on Grosbeck. Centerville up 20-8. Centerville, a higher classification than Grosbeck, but I really, really like this Grosbeck squad. They've got some great athletes out there. The young kid, Jordan Smith, has been doing his thing out there for Grosbeck. They're down right now against Centerville 20-8, so I'll keep my eye on that game. Folks, you're listening to the halftime show here for La Vega Pirate Football on 94.5 FM and 94.5 Magic. Also on Infinity Sports Radio, Central Texas. 23-20 is the score as West Orange Stark is leading at the half in Madisonville, Texas, where they're playing on a neutral site. Both of these teams have been scoring back and forth. Really, neither team has really got a stop like that. West Orange Stark threw a pick. La Vega threw a pick to West Orange Stark early in the game, but since then, La Vega's offense has been rolling. West Orange Stark offense has been rolling. This could come down to a last possession game, so you do not want to miss this. Folks, stay right here and stay tuned on 94.5 FM and 94.5 Magic to hear the second half. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll go through some more of these scores around Central Texas high school football here in Waco, the greater Waco area, and Central Texas. We'll also talk about a couple games coming up on the college side as we get ready for some NCAA football tomorrow. You're watching the halftime show of La Vega Pirate Football right here on 94.5 Magic. We'll be right back after this break.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco? Come to the Blazing Asian, where authentic Cambodian flavors meet creative culinary flair. Voted People's Choice as Waco's #1 Asian restaurant since 2019 by both the Wacoan Magazine and the Waco Tribune Herald. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin, we're serving up family recipes with a twist. Blazing Asian egg rolls are rolled fresh daily, and their sauces or marinades are made in-house with love. Stop by today. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin. And for Baylor students, enjoy 10% off with your student ID.
The East Waco Empowerment Project, along with City Center Waco, is hosting WeBo, Workshop and Business Opportunity, to help create more entrepreneurs. Business owners like Aniceto Charles of True Jamaica Restaurant and Carla Dotson of Boardwalk on Elm attended WeBo to develop their business ideas into successful Black-owned businesses right in the heart of East Waco. WeBo can also help you turn your side hustle or business idea into the next thriving Black-owned business in our community. If you would like to attend this 10-week intense entrepreneurial workshop, go to WeBoWaco.org. That's WIBO Waco.org. Space.
NSJ Event Co., one of the premier event designers in Central Texas and a Centex Sports Network supporter. Voted Waco Awards Event Planner of the Year 2021, NSJ Event Co. is your go-to source for event planning. Whether it's your next baby shower, birthday bash, wedding, or retirement party, NSJ Event Co. will bring out the elegance, class, and style your event deserves. Call NSJ Event Co. at the number on the screen or scan the QR code to schedule a free consultation. NSJ Event Co., where the party lady takes care of all your event needs.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Catch all your in-depth sports analysis with the best. The hottest sports show in the evening is Centex Primetime, hosted by Jalen Gillis.
Act like y'all.
Weekdays 5 to 7. This is the Central Texas #1 leader in sports. Centex Sports Network.
That's right, sports fans. We can talk about sports.
And Infinity Sports. Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. KWBT-FM, HD2 Waco, Temple, Killeen, Fort Cavazos. The new leader in sports in Central Texas is Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
And welcome back into the halftime show here for La Vega Pirate Football right here on 94.5 Magic, 94.5 FM. Also on Infinity Sports Radio, Central Texas. I am the host of the halftime show, Jalen Gillis, and we were talking through some of these games around the Central Texas area. You just heard the sounds of Frankie Beverly and Mays. Rest in peace. We definitely want to say rest in peace to a legend, Mr. Frankie Beverly, and thank you for giving us so many great moments over the years, and we want to send our condolences to his friends and family. Folks, like I said, a lot of great games going on around the Central Texas area. The one that you're listening to right here is 23-20. West Orange Stark with a 3-point lead over your La Vega Pirates as we're getting near the end of halftime. I want to go through some more of these scores from around the Central Texas area. Franklin right now up 21-7 over Lorena. Franklin, a team that we talked about just a second ago, how they got a win over China Spring in week 1. This Franklin team has a lot of championship aspirations. They lost in the state game last year. This Franklin program has been a great one for the last 5 or 6 years. They got a lot of athletes out there. The Jackson kid at running back is a stud, and he's got power forward offers from teams from around the country, and looking for big things out of this Franklin squad. Alvarado up against Robinson 20-7 at halftime as they lead the Robinson Rockets. Hillsboro versus Whitney. Hillsboro versus Whitney. Whitney up 6-0 in that game. West versus McGregor. 21-7 lead as West is leading against McGregor. West, another one of these good teams in the Central Texas area. They're up 14 against McGregor about halfway through that second quarter. Fairfield taking on Brownsboro. They're up 19-0. Teague taking on Ferris, 15-3 lead for Teague in that game at halftime. Cameron Yo, the Yeomen down by 10 points, taking on Maypearl late in the second quarter. Maypearl with a 10-point lead. 20-10 lead for Maypearl in that game. Rogers at halftime taking on Troy. Troy up 28-25. At halftime in Italy, Texas, Clifton trailing 7-13 against Italy. Axtell up 34-7 on Iola in the second quarter. Bosqueville punishing Meridian right now. They're up 48-0 at halftime. Cosmoneil is tied with Hubbard at 14 in halftime. Rosebud Lott with a 21-6 lead over Dawson at halftime. Late in the second quarter, Itasca down by 1 point against Cayuga. 16-15 lead for them in that game. Valley Mills taking on De Leon. De Leon with a big lead right now late in the second quarter, 40-14. Santo up against Bruceville Eddy late in the second, 21-0. Crawford taking on Hamilton. Hamilton's got a 26-14 lead in that game. Marlin taking on Chilton in a rivalry game. Marlin is up 22-0 as Marlin looking to get in the win column, taking on one of their rivals in the Chilton Pirates. They're up 22-0 at half. Riesel taking on Thorndale. Thorndale with the 14-6 lead in that game. Moody taking on Bremond. Bremond handling business right now in the second quarter. They're up 30-0. Mart Panthers, one of the most historic programs in this Central Texas area. They're up 44-0 taking on Barlett. Leon taking on Wortham. They've got a 14-12 lead in that game. The Centex Outlaws taking on Frost. Frost up by 2 points, 14-12 in the second quarter. Bishop Riker at halftime taking on Rio Vista. Rio Vista with a huge lead in this one, 48-0 at half. As we go through some of the six-man games, a lot of six-man teams around the Central Texas area and some good ones at that. In the second quarter, Blum taking on Abbott. Abbott with the big lead, 48-8. Bluffdale took on Covington. The final score in that one, Bluffdale 57-44 win. Walnut Springs and Iredale matched up. Final score in that one, 51-6. Oakwood taking on Aquila. Aquila with the big lead in that one, 38-8 at halftime. Golson falls to Oglesby, 58-8. Calvert loses or down right now against Jonesboro, 68-6. So a lot of great games going on around the Central Texas area, everyone. Like I said, this La Vega game, as we get ready to go back to Madisonville with Roy and Cedric, this La Vega game is a good one. It's been back and forth, some real deal punches being thrown in this game by both offenses. Who will be the last one to score in this game? That could potentially determine who the winner is going to be. Looking forward to hearing and watching the rest of this game with Roy and Cedric. 23-20 lead for West Orange Stark against La Vega. We're getting ready to go back to Madisonville, folks. with Roy and Cedric as they're going to take over for the rest of the half as they lead you into the third quarter. Second half of football coming up right here on 94.5 FM and 94 Magic. Roy, can you guys hear me down there in Madisonville? We'll get them back on the line here. Like I said, 23-20 lead.
And we are back here from Mustang Stadium in Madisonville, Texas, where the La Vega Pirates are down by 3 points against West Orange Stark. It's been a back-and-forth battle, Cedric, this whole first half.
Yeah, and we knew coming into this ball game that we were talking about two teams who were pretty much on the same level. They're both in the top 25 in Class 4A. And, when we looked at these teams, just the eye test, they look like each other. So, one is not bigger than the other or anything like that. And we just, what we saw in the first half, they just traded punches.
Yeah. So it's been a back and forth. West Orange Stark really did some clock management at the end, had a little fake field goal. And when I was looking at that field goal, I was kind of thinking fake in my head, but, I was like, well, maybe the guy can kick another field goal. I don't think the coach is putting a lot of trust in the field goal kicker.
Well, we saw the field goal kicker kind of struggle in pregame.
And they struggled in the game, we missed some extra points. So I didn't think he would do it. I wasn't sure, but I was like, okay. And of course they didn't. They were able to, the holder was able to get up and run for about 7 yards, get a first down, which stopped the clock, allowed them to get set, spike the ball,
and run one more play that ended up going into the end zone to the tight end for the touchdown. Yeah, but if you really want to point to what was the biggest mistake that La Vega made in the first half, it's the pick six.
Yeah.
Without the pick six, La Vega would still be leading this ball game, and that to me, that's the only thing that they basically done wrong in the first half.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think, of course, that's a big misfire. Letting a guy run 70 up the A-gap is not a good thing either. So, that's just a responsibility hat on hat. And one thing that I've been saying it all through the game, these running backs, including the quarterback, they don't go down with the first tackler.
No, West Orange Stark definitely has some talent at the skill position. We talked early in the pregame, we talked about Kelvin Jefferson running for 100 yards every game so far this year. We talked about Marcus Turner, the quarterback, being a 3-year starter. We talked about them wanting to get the ball in the hands of JaMychal Davis. And West Orange Stark hasn't done anything that we didn't expect them to do in the first half.
Yeah, so it's been, kind of a back and forth. The offensive lines have done quite a bit. Stark has got two guys, 6'4", one guy's 6'4", 285, one guy is 6'5", 292. So they got some girth up there on the front, and it showed with yardage. La Vega's line also has performed, I think, very well. Roland's got probably around 100 yards, somewhere around that number. So he's performed well, and Parr has been doing most of the load at quarterback. He's had all the time in the world to stand back there and pass.
Yeah, well, and he's played with a lot of poise. So here's another short kickoff that goes to La Vega. Is fielded at the 31-yard line. And I think that was Jabari Thornton who was able to get up under the ball there. And it's going to set up La Vega here in the third quarter, opening drive in the third quarter. In the second half, La Vega is going to have 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. So this is where they're going to set up shop. And let's see if, because we've seen a lot of, it's been mostly Parr. And now it looks like David Hernandez is coming out to quarterback here in the third quarter. The opening drive of the third quarter, they're going back to Hernandez. And it's going to be Hernandez in the shotgun, 3 receivers in the set. Bryson Rowland as the lone back. And he's going to hand the ball off to Rowland, trying to find some room to hit in the backfield, drop for a loss. You very, very very seldom see Bryson Rowland drop for a loss, but nice penetration there by the Mustangs.
Yeah, I just waited for him to make his cut. When he had to slow down to make his cut, that's when the defensive lineman or the linebacker came up and fired, and he got him.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle there in the backfield by Jeffrey Reyes II, number 60. And that's going to set up a second and long for La Vega. They're going to mark it as a loss of 2 on the play. And Hernandez takes the ball. He's looking to throw the pass, and here's another interception. He threw it right into the hands of number 30, JaQuincy Walker, and he takes that ball. He returns the interception all the way down inside the La Vega. Yeah, it's going to be marked at the La Vega 11-yard line. Almost took that. Almost a second pick six by Hernandez.
Yeah, I mean, and Stark is playing a zone, and right, so they're watching the eyes of the quarterback, and it takes a little nuance to move those safeties.
Yeah, what we just saw there, Hernandez was not able to, navigate move the defensive backs with his eyes. He just kind of locked on to his target there, and it made for a pretty easy pick there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the La Vega 11-yard line. They're going to hand the ball off to Jefferson. He's trying to find some room at the middle. Not a whole lot there. He's going to pick up about 2 yards on the carry. Tackle there made by Jeremiah Jones for the Pirates.
Yep.
And now Jones is coming out, and they're substituting Jones with big Ethan Thompson there, coming in on defense. A little two-way duty there for Mr. Thompson. And we're looking at 10:34 and running in the third quarter, and the Mustangs are in scoring position here, coming up with a 2nd and 8. They come out with 3 running backs in the backfield. Power formation. They're going to give it to Jefferson. He's trying to find room on the right side. Finds a little gap there. Takes the ball all the way down to I think they're going to mark that at the La Vega 2-yard line.
Yep. So it's going to be a 3rd down. Of course, this is 4-down territory.
Yes,
They can't get a 1st down with just a half yard.
I was just going to say, it's actually 3rd and 1. It's not 3rd and goal. It's 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Mm-hmm.
And so they've been handling this gap. They're getting in right behind.
They come back out in the same power running formation with 3 backs in the backfield. They give it to Jefferson again. He finds a crease in the middle. He's going to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah. Looks like
so. It's going to be 1st and goal from the La Vega 1. Jefferson was able to find just enough room there on that right side.
Mustangs 1st down from the 1-yard line.
Tackle there made by Gigante Thomas. But it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Mustangs here. And if they are able to punch this ball into the end zone, Roy, the Pirates are going to be kind of in a bad situation.
Yeah. They'd go down by 10 here, and it's early in the third, and the concerning thing is that West Orange Stark has been able to move the ball on the ground.
Once again, power running set, and the quarterback is going to keep and try to sneak it in the middle, and they're saying are they marking him in?
No.
He's just showed the goal line. They came out again with the same 3-back formation, power running formation, but the quarterback tried to keep it and sneak it into the end zone. He was stopped just short of the goal line. Marcus Turner just short of the goal line, so it's going to set up a 2nd and goal inside the La Vega 1. Same formation again as they break the huddle. This time they give it to Jefferson. He jumps into the end zone, and he's in. Mustang touchdown. So Jefferson gets the 1-yard touchdown run for West Orange Stark. And La Vega goes down 29-20 with 8:26 left in the third quarter. Extra point to come.
Coach Hyde's got some decisions to make here. Does he bring the quarterback back in, or does he go back to par? And he's got a decision to make here. They've got to find a way to move the ball. All they need to do is score and play defense. If they can score and play defense, they can, but you can't give the opponent the ball on the 15-yard line.
Extra point is no good. So La Vega's only down by 9. It's 29-20. West Orange Stark with the lead. Yeah, and I'm like you. I think maybe you have to go back to par. Par played with a lot of poise in the first half. I think maybe you need to go back to par. We'll see what decision Coach Hyde.
He'll have to make a decision based on whatever package. I'm sure whatever package he's going to try to run. He's got a 9-point deficit. 8:26 left to go here in this third quarter. Start kicking off to La Vega, right to left. La Vega's got most of their players receiving the ball around the 20-yard line.
And that's Antoine Good and Jabari Thornton back at the very end of the to receive, but it's another short kick, and it's fielded at the 40 and taken out to the midfield
by Thornton.
That's going to be Jabari Thornton on the little nice little return there. We haven't seen West Orange Stark kick the ball off very far at all tonight.
That's not what they do. Yeah. And I'm sure West Orange Stark coach knew that when he got here, and so.
So we see the Pirates come out, and it's going to be number 12, Courtney Parr, quarterback, as they come out and take possession at midfield, 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. They come out in a shotgun set, multiple receivers. Bryson Rowland is the lone back. And they take the snap. They send Jackson in motion. They take the snap, and they give it to Rowland. He has room on the right side, makes a man miss, tries to break a tackle, but he wasn't able to necessarily slip out of the grasp. That was a nice tackle there made by number 34 and Terrion Fontenot.
I don't know who it was on the bottom, but he was holding on for dear life.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm not letting you go."
So it's going to actually go down as a loss, a negative play here. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Pirates as they come out to the line. Once again, same formation, shotgun, multiple receivers. Lone back is Rowland. Parr takes the snap, and they fake the jet sweep. Parr rolls to his left, trying to find a man on the right side there. He was looking to complete a pass to Marcus Jackson. They just weren't not able to connect on that play. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, it's kind of tough pass. He was going to have to trying to throw almost back across his body. And I like the play, but Stark got a lot of penetration, kind of blew that play up as they try to get Parr out on that end, on that edge, to kind of make some plays with his feet. So we'll see if they go back to that.
And here's a substitution here. Marquay Willis is in the ball game for La Vega as they face this 3rd and long play here. Same formation. Parr back to pass. He's rolling to his left. He just slips it out to Rowland. Rowland makes a man miss, but he's brought down on the edge. And it's going to be at the West Orange Stark 46-yard line. So it's going to end up being a gain of 6. And I think La Vega's going to have to bring the punt team on.
Yeah. You're not in a desperate situation. 17 left to go here in the third quarter. Down by 9. All you need to do is play some defense. And they've La Vega showed some sparks of defense. They've just given up some big plays. And so we'll see if they can't.
So here's the punt from La Vega. Nice kick, nice high kick, and it's going to be down by La Vega at the West Orange Stark 10-yard line. Now they're actually going to spot it at the 13. So that's where the Mustangs are going to pick up here, 1st and 10, with their with their next possession here in the third quarter, Roy. Obviously, if you're La Vega right now, what you would want to see is a defensive stop, correct?
Yeah. You want to see a stop or a turnover. You want to keep them on this side of the field. Right now, Stark is on their own 13-yard line, and so if you're La Vega, you gotta close up that A gap. You can't let them keep getting 3 and 4.
So here's a handoff to Jefferson again, and he's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Got about two.
Picked up about two.
Yeah, 2 yards.
A lot of Pirates there on defense, led by Warren Richardson Jr. Good to see him back on the field after he left with the cramp earlier in the first half.
So 2nd and 8 on 7. 2nd and 7, and West Orange is not. They're not in any hurry. They want to kill as much clock as they can. The clock is their friend.
Absolutely. And you know, running the ball. Okay, it's a fumble snap there, but picked up by the receiver, by the running back, and he's dragging a defender. He took Marquay Willis for a ride there before he was finally. This is a Jefferson kid, finally brought down at the West Orange Stark 36-yard line, and there's an injury on the field here, so stoppage in play.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a cramp either.
Yeah, it looked like it was a fumbled snap, and he just kind of picked the ball up and just ran with it.
Yeah, I think when Jefferson, the defender brought him down, I think he might have twisted his ankle.
That is Jefferson who's down on the field, but he's getting up right now, and it looks like he's going to be able to walk off the field under his own power. I always love to see that.
Yeah, so what you didn't want, you got a break, and then you wasn't able to capitalize on that ball being on the ground. You know, it's the second time the Vegas had an opportunity to get a loose ball. It just hadn't went their way.
Absolutely, yeah. And so I think now what we're looking at is if you're the Pirates right now, you really want to focus on making sure that we get this ball back.
Yeah, well.
And here's a handoff, and Jefferson comes out. They're gonna substitute.
And it's a penalty.
Yeah, that
looks like some legal hands.
Yeah, they
maybe a face mask.
They handed the ball off to Taj Amerson, and he was trying to find some room on the right side over there. But like I say, there's a lot of laundry on the field right now. And let's see what
it was a personal foul.
They're gonna call it. Yep.
Personal foul, face mask.
Face mask on Vega.
Yeah. I saw the guy's face. One of the West Orange Starks, his helmet was off.
So that's another negative play for the Pirates. It's going to cost them a lot of real estate here as the officials place the ball at the La Vega 49-yard line as West Orange Stark comes out of the huddle here with a 1st and 10 near midfield. And here's a snap, and it's going to be a handoff. Not a whole lot of room there for the running back. Nice tackle there made by Broderick Scott. It's going to be a 2-yard pickup for the Mustangs as we're looking at 2nd and 8 for West Orange Stark from the La Vega 46-yard line.
So they've been able to get 3s and 4s on 1st, 2nd down. And they've been in some real good positions as far as 3rd down is concerned. So what La Vega would like to do is to hold them to a minimal gain here and make that a 3rd and long.
Absolutely. And here's a snap.
Bootleg.
And it's going to be a rollout, a bootleg play here. Turner, he finds a receiver in the flat.
2 yards.
Yeah, that pass is caught by number 31, Alexander Thomas. Minimal gain, like you said, Roy, 2 yards on that play. Just a little bootleg. Quick out to the tight end.
So what you want to do now is for La Vega, try to find a way to get them to another 2-yard gain.
This is really a big play for La Vega, with it being a 3rd and 6 as they run Warren Richardson Jr. Back onto the field, substituting for Cade Balch here on this 3rd down play. If you're the Pirate defense, this is a play you have to stop.
3:52 left to go.
Here's a snap. It's going to be a quick give to number 7 at the middle, and he breaks a tackle, and he's in, breaking free to the 20, to the 10, all the way into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for Raymond Mallett Jr. Mustang touchdown. It was just a run up the middle, nothing fancy.
Yeah, right. Again, they've been attacking that same gap. They've been attacking that A gap on both sides, and they've been able to get positive yards out of it. He's able to take it 48 yards so for the touchdown, and I think he was playing fullback in that particular formation. I think he was playing a fullback role.
Like I say, nothing fancy, just straightforward power running football, and they just kind of hit La Vega in the middle, where they've kind of proven to be soft tonight. And here's a 2-point conversion, and it's going to be a contested pass there. Nice defensive play there, made by Jabari Thornton, and the 2-point conversion. I'm sorry, that was
it's a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, but that was Antoine Good on the play. I misidentified the kid.
Oh, okay.
But it was a 2-point conversion, no good. Antoine Good was there with his man to knock the ball away. It was a pass into the end zone for 2 points. And so with 3:42 left to play in the third quarter, the score here is West Orange Stark 35, La Vega 20.
Yeah, not what Coach I drew up. Definitely coming out of the half, you wanted, that interception hurt coming out of the half, and so that put some more points on the board, and the Vegas gonna have to find a way to defeat this offensive line and start. I think that right now, West Orange Stark's offensive line is winning the battle of the trenches.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned right now for La Vega because, just like you say, in the trenches, it seems like West Orange Stark has the upper hand right now.
Yeah, they're winning the battle in the trenches, and so they're going to have to La Vega's got to find a way to stiffen up that middle.
So as we come out here for the kickoff, once again, it's another short kick from West Orange Stark, fielded by Jabari Thornton at the 27-yard line, able to carry the ball all the way out to the La Vega 36-yard line, and that's where the Pirates are going to set up first and 10 here from their own 36 with 3:34 remaining in the third quarter, trailing West Orange Stark 35-20. Interesting to see which quarterback Coach Hyde decides to go with.
I think you got to put Parr.
It looks like it's Courtney Parr. Yeah.
Got to go with him.
Yeah, it looks like it's Courtney Parr coming out to take the snap here for the Pirates.
And La Vega's got time. 3:34 left to go here. This is not the end of the game. You don't have to get out of your game plan right now. You can run the ball.
Absolutely. And Bryson Rowland is alone back here as they come out with a multiple receiver set. They give the ball to Rowland. He's on the left side, trying to find a little room here. He's going to get a decent carry out to the 40-yard line, and that's going to set up a 2nd and 7. We'll call it 6. 2nd and 6 for the Pirates from their own 40-yard line. And with the quick give to Rowland.
Yeah, you don't have to get out of character. The offense hadn't been the problem. Of course, they've given up 2 costly interceptions, but it's still going to come down to the defense. If La Vega is to get back in this game, it's going to be with defense.
So they come out with the same set. They send Daylon pulling in motion. They give the ball to Rowland. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and actually dropped for a loss.
I think
I think it's forward progress maybe.
Yeah, forward progress. Looking at the lineman, yeah, he's on the 40.
Yeah, he was met very quickly by William Petrie of the Mustangs there at the line. Yeah, they're gonna give him the forward progress. So that's gonna set up a 3rd and 6 for the Pirates. And this is a big play right here, Roy.
It is. Vega's got to find a way to convert on this and keep this drive going. You don't want to punt the ball back to Stark.
Pirates come out, same formation, lone back, quick pass. Parr connects with Dalen pulling, and it's going to be enough for a first down. He just got pulling on the quick slant, the quick out route. And it's going to be first down for the Pirates. Big conversion right there, Roy.
Yeah, big, simple play. Of course, Stark is playing a defense where they don't want to give up any big plays. So they're willing to give up a first down if they have to.
So the Pirates come back to the line with a no huddle, and it's going to be a stoppage of play here. Timeout, West Orange Stark. So the Mustangs take a timeout here with 2:04 left to play in the third quarter. La Vega trailing 35-20.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break here for this timeout that's happening. We'll take a quick 1-minute break. We'll be right back. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on Infinity Sports Network and Centex Sports.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco? Come to the Blazing Asian, where authentic Cambodian flavors meet creative culinary flair. Voted People's Choice as Waco's #1 Asian restaurant since 2019 by both the Wacoan Magazine and the Waco Tribune Herald. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin, we're serving up family recipes with a twist. Blazing Asian egg rolls are rolled fresh daily, and their sauces or marinades are made in-house with love. Stop by today. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin. And for Baylor students, enjoy 10% off with your student ID.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Catch all your in-depth sports analysis with the best. The hottest sports show in the evening is Centex Primetime, hosted by Jalen Gillis.
Act like y'all.
Weekdays 5 to 7.
Back to the action here. Back to the action. Coming out of this timeout, 2:04 left to go in the game. La Vega just able to convert a Linkage Credit Union first down and to keep this drive moving.
And they continue to come in the same formation. They send Jackson in motion. They hand the ball off to Roland. Coming to the right side, not a whole lot of room there. Pick up maybe 2 yards on the play. Yeah, they're going to give him 2 yards on the play. Just a little simple sweep to the right side. Just not a whole lot of room there.
Sponsored by Coast One Financial Group.
Is turn the ball over here. You want to, you got to find a way to score.
They send Jackson in motion again from the shotgun formation. Parr back to pass, looking for a receiver. Has a man open, is caught in the left flat, and that completion went to Dalen Pullen. And we've seen them look at Pullen quite a bit here in the third quarter.
Yeah, he's real close to the first down. Picks up 9 there.
Yeah, they're going to mark him just short of the first down. No, now they're saying it's the first down.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, they gave him the first down. So that catch goes enough to move the sticks for the Pirates, and they're going to set up 1st and 10.
That's another Linkage Credit Union first down.
Another Linkage Credit Union first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the West Orange Stark 47-yard line is where the ball is placed. Pirates break the huddle, come back out in shotgun formation. Here's the snap to Parr. He gives to Roland. Roland trying to find some room in the middle. Nothing there. Met in the hole by a host of Mustangs. Leading the way right there was Anterion Fontenot, number 34. Just a straight handoff in the middle. Just not a lot of room there.
Not a lot of room, and you got to keep running that to keep Stark honest. The last thing you want them to do is to know that you're getting ready to pass on every down, and so you got to make them play defense and keep it honest.
2nd and long here for the Pirates, and they're gonna give the ball to Roland. He's coming to his right. He makes a man miss, knocked down hard. That was Fontenot again with a very, very nice tackle. I'm sorry, it wasn't Roland. That was Dalen Pullen that they gave the ball to on a jet sweep, and he picked up about 3 yards on the play, and that's gonna bring us to the end of the third quarter with La Vega trailing West Orange Stark 35-20, but the Pirates are on the move.
Yeah, the Pirates have the ball. They've got, when we come back, it'll be about a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. And so we're going to take a break. You are listening and watching La Vega Pirate Football on Infinity Sports Network and on Centex Sports Network. And we'll be right back.
The East Waco Empowerment Project, along with City Center Waco, is hosting WeBo, Workshop and Business Opportunity, to help create more entrepreneurs. Business owners like Aniceto Charles of True Jamaica Restaurant and Carla Dotson of Boardwalk on Elm attended WeBo to develop their business ideas into successful Black-owned businesses right in the heart of East Waco. WeBo can also help you turn your side hustle or business idea into the next thriving Black-owned business in our community. If you would like to attend this 10-week intense entrepreneurial workshop, go to WeBoWaco.org. That's WIBO Waco.org. Space.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Catch all your in-depth sports analysis with the best. The hottest sports show in the evening is Centex Primetime, hosted by Jalen Gillis.
Act like y'all.
Weekdays 5 to 7. This is the Central Texas #1 leader in sports. Centex Sports Network.
That's right, sports fans. We can talk about sports.
And Infinity Sports.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable
Back
in
to the
Waco?
action
Come to
here
the Blaze
tonight. La Vega on the move. We are in the fourth quarter now. La Vega moving right to the left on West Orange start. It is 3rd and about 6. And Parr keeps it. Runs over the first man. I think he's got another Linkage Credit Union first down.
I think he has enough for the first down. They faked the jet sweep to pulling, and Parr, like you said, kept the ball and tucked it and ran off with it. And, they're moving the sticks here, so it's going to be enough for a first down for La Vega here. And this is a drive to the Pirates really need to put some points on the board with this drive.
Yeah, they at this point, they cannot. They just got to keep the ball moving, keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 from the Mustang 30. Parr takes the ball, looks to throw to the quick. He throws a quick hitter to the left flaps. The ball is caught by Jabari Thornton. He was tackled immediately by number 2, Marion Scott. It's going to be a pickup of 8 yards, though. So here we are. They come out of no huddle, 2nd and 2. Parr hands off to Roland. Roland is in the middle. He makes a man miss, and it's going to pick up enough for the first down. Nice little inside game there on the halfback dive.
Yeah, he picks up about, looks like 4 or 5, another Linkage Credit Union first down. And, La Vega's got to just keep this those momentum that they've got going.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Mustang 15. Parr looking to pass. He's in trouble. He escapes the pocket.
And it's pass interference.
They're going to call pass interference on West Orange Stark. Yeah, we saw where that flag came in. That was one-on-one coverage. That was Marquay Willis over there. They were trying to get the ball to, and he was interfered with by the defender. And this is going to be a pass interference call for sure.
That was a good play by Parr. He avoided the pressure that was coming in on him. Steps up in the pocket and attempts to throw a strike. He threw to the right receiver. He was throwing to the right person. Those are the kind of things you want to see from your quarterback, making good decisions. You want to make sure he's not making bad throws and throwing to the wrong person.
So with the penalty, La Vega is facing a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line from the Mustang 3. And they're getting the play call here from the sideline coming in. Parr still is your quarterback. He's going to take the snap and get the ball to Roland. Roland is going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, La Vega.
Roland for the touchdown for La Vega.
Just a simple inside give to Bryson Roland. DeQuavian Johnson, Isaac Nelson, Michael Bryant, Ethan Thompson, these guys just opened up a hole in the middle for him there, and it was an easy score.
Yeah, you don't need to do anything fancy on the 3-yard line. Put the ball in the end zone and kick it off and play defense. Still, as I said before, it's still going to come down to La Vega defense.
So Giovanni Escada is on for the extra point. Officials holding up play for some reason. Okay, now they're gonna let him go. Escada on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is
good.
Good.
Extra point by Escada is good.
So with 10:31 left to play in the game, the score is West Orange Start 35, La Vega 27. This is still a good ball game, Roy.
Yeah, this is what you want to see from your team. Get hit in the mouth, come out, they throw an interception, puts West Orange Stark on the 15-yard line, eventually score, and they let Stark go down and score again. You want to see what your team is going to do. Are you going to respond, or are you going to quit? And I haven't seen any quit in La Vega, none of the 3 games that we've covered.
And this is going to be a critical possession, because you don't want to let the West Orange Stark put more points on the board at this point. You want to just, like I said, go out and get a stop, and then you come out, and then you can, put more points on the board, right?
Yeah, you need a stop. And it starts in those trenches. The Vegas defensive line, they got to be ready. They got to go out here and make something happen.
They've been tested tonight. They definitely have been tested tonight.
And Stark has got, like I said, they've got looks like two D1 prospects on that offensive line of Starks. And so, they're doing a heavy run. They haven't passed the ball a whole lot, not successfully.
So we'll see what the Mustangs look like on offense. Again, here's a kickoff, fielded at the 7 by number 7. He takes the ball out, trying to come across the 25-yard line where he's stacked up by the Vega defense. That was a decent return there by Raymond Mallett Jr. And the Mustangs are going to set up 1st and 10. Looks like they're marking the ball at the 25-yard line. I didn't think he got that far. But yeah, they're setting the ball down to 25. So let's see what this Pirate defense can do, especially on the front line. Let's see if they're gonna, be able to stand up and make some plays here and get some stops and be able to force a turnover here.
Yeah, they're giving up some big plays right up the middle, and I see that they're making some shifts.
And they're gonna fake a jet sweep. Turner gonna keep the ball, run up the middle. Quarterback Keith pushes the ball all the way out to the 47-yard line. Big pickup there on the quarterback keep by the quarterback, Michael Turner Jr.
Yeah, all they're doing is doing a little misdirection. And they've got, Stark has got 3 good runners. Quarterback and 2 of those running backs are good runners.
And let's remember, this is in the quarterback, Michael Turner Jr., 3-year starter.
Yeah,
so a lot of experience.
Yeah, if I'm West Orange Stark, I don't throw the ball. I'm you see them now back in the I formation.
They come out in the I formation, so I don't think this is going to be a pass. But Turner gives the ball to the Jefferson. Jefferson makes a man miss in the middle, makes a nice little spin move in the middle, picks up about 2 yards on that play.
Jefferson on the carry for the
looks like he's got about 2.
They're going to give him 2.
Second and 8. Second and 8.
Brings up 2nd down and 8.
We have 9:23 and counting remaining in the game, with the Vega trailing 35-27. West Orange Stark has the football, coming out on a 2nd and 8 with the ball at their 48-yard line.
You see, they're bringing Ethan in to come play some tackle. They're trying to seal up that A-gap. They got to find a way to get that middle not so porous.
Yeah, he does need a little showing up. And here's the handoff to Jefferson. He's going to his left, makes a man miss, picks up the 1st down. Really shoestring tackle there made over there by Jason Wiley. He almost broke that.
Yeah. No, Jefferson's a stud. Now he's a great back, a little undersized. However, you don't bring him down with the first hit. He's got good balance, and so
kind of a scat back.
Yeah, you might call him that. He runs with some power. I'm gonna give him that. He runs with some power, but I'm looking at.
So here we are, 1st and 10, West Orange Stark in La Vega territory. The ball is at the 38-yard line. They take the snap. They give it to Jefferson. He goes to the left again. More room over there. And he picks up another 1st down. That's a 12-yard pickup on the run by Jefferson.
Just going off in. He's looking first to see if there's anything in the middle. And when he's seeing his clock, he's just jumping outside.
Bouncing it outside.
And so
they're not calling it a 1st down. They're saying he's going to be about a yard short there.
Vega's going to call.
Takes a timeout with 7:47 left in the 4th quarter, trailing West Orange Stark 35-27.
I want to make sure we thank all of our sponsors, Pickens Bail Bonds. We want to thank also Linkage Credit Union. In business there since 1931. They strive to build relationships with members and within the community by exceeding the limits of customer expectations while providing honest and quality financial service. At Linkage Credit Union, you are more than just a member. Call 254-754-1168, and you could join Linkage Credit Union today.
And I want to remind our viewers to stay put. At the end of the game, we're going to have the player of the game presented by MR Professional HVAC.
So we got a lot of football. 7:47 left to go here in this fourth quarter. West Orange Stark on the drive. They moved it straight down the field. Haven't thrown a pass, but it's been all running plays.
And here facing a 2nd and 1, I think we're going to see another running play here. But they come out of the shotgun single back set, and they hand the ball off to Jefferson. Oh,
that's quarterback. No, that's quarterback.
Yeah, the quarterback he faked the handoff, and he kept it, and he ran up the middle. Another first down for the Mustangs. Now they're all the way down to the La Vega 20-yard line. And Roy, we talked about this. That defensive line needs some showing up.
Looks like they're looking for some traction. In the first half, La Vega was really doing a great job at sitting the edge. Not so much now, as 3 of these running plays have been from the outside.
So the Mustangs break the huddle once again. The ace, the lone running back, and they hand it off to him. Now he's tackling the backfield. Big play there made by Jeremiah Jones in the backfield. Drops the ball carrier for a loss. Maybe this is what they need to get them fired up.
So they've got Stark kind of behind the sticks here. And what you want to do is you really got to place some assignment defense right here. You really got to read your keys on defense and maintain your gap assignments, because they're just gashing them, and somehow they got to be able to do that here. Let's see if he can stop them from getting outside. On the other plays, Jefferson's been to get outside and make yards.
And Jefferson's in the backfield. Looks
so
like
it's
a
busted play
there. And Turner keeps the ball, tries to run around the left side. He's going to be brought down.
Is he still up?
Oh, no, he broke a tackle. They're going to – I thought he was brought down at the 20. Roy, they're spotting this ball all the way inside, all the way down to the 14.
Yeah, he looked like he was going out. I've been saying these Stark running backs and quarterback, they don't go down. So that
it's going to be 3rd and 5 from the 15. They're going to give him forward progress all the way to the 15-yard line. So it sets up a very critical 3rd down play right now. La Vega has to get a stop here.
Yeah, they're tired, and that's why the quarterback was able to slip out of that.
Turner takes a snap, hands it to Jefferson. Jefferson trying to find room on the left side. He's stacked up by a host of Pirates, led by number 29, Emmanuel Almanza. There's no gain on that play. So now West Orange Stark is facing a 4th down. And let's see, do they bring the kicking team on, or do they try to?
No, they're going to go for this. I don't see a kicking team.
I don't see any.
And if they came out, I wouldn't trust it.
So big play here for the Pirates with 4:51 and counting down left to play in the game. Clock still ticking. This is a huge 4th down play for the Vega. The Mustangs are facing 4th and 5, and now there's going to be a timeout here called by West Orange Stark.
So what they did was run that clock down as far as they could and then call for a timeout. So 4:38 left to go here. Make sure that those of you that are listening and watching, that you stay here for the post-game show to get some more scores from around the league, around Central Texas. And we're going to go back to the studio for that with Jalen Gillis. So make sure that you stay tuned. And if you want to see that, you got to be on Centex Sports Network, Facebook, YouTube. You can even find it on Roku. If you download Centex Sports Network on the Roku store, you can pull it in there. And Well, they're lining up like they want to kick a field goal. I would have my defense ready.
The field goal team is on the field here, and they're going to try this kick, and the kick is up, and it's blocked, and it's fielded by West Orange Stark. It's going to be La Vega football at their own 25-yard line. That kick was blocked, and I think that was number 22, Eli Lewis, who was able to get in there on special teams and get a hand on that football to knock it down. Big play for the Pirates.
Big play for the Pirates. 4:28 left to go. Down 27 to, is that 35 that I'm looking at up there on the board?
35-27.
They got to score, and they got to get the 2-point conversion.
Well, first things first, let's just try to get a score, and then we'll worry about the conversion, right?
Yep.
So the Pirates take over here at their own 25-yard line. Courtney Parr is still your quarterback. And he comes out in the shotgun with Bryson Rowland standing next to him. Marcus Jackson goes in motion. They hand off to Rowland. Rowland is hit in the backfield by two defenders. Number 62 for the Mustangs, Shannon Larkin Jr. was able to shoot a gap there and drop Rowland for a tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, offensive line's got to hold up here. They need to be able to hold these guys off. They've done a good job all night long. And so this is the last drive, possibly, and so they gotta hold up here.
Not seeing a lot of sense of urgency out of the Pirates right now, and there's no reason why there should be. Here is facing a second and long. They take the snap. Parr back to pass. He has a man open. Oh, the ball just careened off the hands of Bryson Rowland. Couldn't bring that one in. He was open in the middle of the field.
Yeah, just, if Bryson Rowland's 5'8", he catches that ball.
5'8" as opposed to being 5'7"?
Yeah. If he was an inch taller, he catches that, and he might still be running right now.
Yeah, it just carried him off of his hand. He was open there in the middle. Good pass by Parr. So now here come the Pirates with a 3rd and long. They send Jackson in motion again. Parr back to pass. Has a man open in the middle. Trying to find Rowland again. Once again, a little too tall for Rowland.
Yeah. You got to go for it. They called 2 plays and had 2 guys open. Really, 3 guys open on that one.
I would say I don't think Parr saw Jabari Thornton over here open in the left flat. I don't think he went to the progressions.
Yeah, well, again, you got a sophomore playing quarterback, so these are pieces that it takes players make it to the NFL and don't know how to get through their progressions the right way. So
huge play right here for the Pirates. 4th and 11, and the offense is on the field. Parr drops back to pass, has a man Thornton open in the left front. Thornton
got him.
Circus catch.
Got him.
Circus catch made by Thornton on the left sideline. And that's going to be a first down for La Vega. That catch.
That's 45 yards.
That's a 45-yard completion. Yeah, that puts the ball all the way down into West Orange Star territory. The ball is sitting at the Mustang 39 right now. Huge play for La Vega. And West Orange Stark is going to take another timeout.
Good ball placement. You got to throw the ball. You need to go to your best receiver, and that's Thornton. And he gets behind the defender. The defender had pretty good position. He didn't have bad position. Thornton's just able to contort his body and get in position to catch that ball.
It wasn't a perfect throw, per se, but like you said, the way that Thornton was able to contort his body, he made sure that he was in position to make that catch. And that's exactly what he did.
It's a big catch, big catch.
So with a timeout here at 3:18 left in the 4th quarter, the score is West Orange Stark 35, La Vega 27. La Vega on the move, 1st and 10 from the West Orange Stark 39-yard line.
So that's a Linkage Credit Union first down and a big one.
So Parr comes back out under center in the shotgun formation again. Multiple receivers in the set. Parr looking to throw the ball. He looks. He
throw it away.
Yeah, there's nothing there. He was trying to get the ball over there on the right side. I think he was trying to, hook up with James DeGrade over there on the right side. It was well covered. Throwing away, that's not a bad play.
Yeah, live for the next play.
So with the incompletion, we're now looking at 2nd and 10. Ball still on the Mustang 39-yard line. La Vega's still trailing 35-27. And let's see what this play ends up being. They come out in the same formation, multiple receivers. Roland is the lone back. Parr and shotgun. Fakes to Roland. Under pressure. He's going to be sacked. This is going to be a sack. Number 22, Taj Emerson, was able to shoot a gap that time, Roy, and was able to drop Courtney Parr for a loss.
Yeah, he was, and he was waiting for someone to break open. Kind of really puts them in a bad position here. It's going to be a 3rd down.
We're looking at 3rd and 16, 17.
Yeah, so it's going to be.
This is a huge deficit here that the Pirates are going to have to find a way to claw themselves out of.
I'm going to number 1.
So
they call a timeout.
Here's a timeout by Coach Hyde. Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm thinking find a way to get the ball to Jabari Thornton in a situation like this, right?
Yep. I'll try to find a way. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We got a timeout with 2:23 left to go. We'll be right back after this.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Catch all your in-depth sports analysis with the best. The hottest sports show in the evening is Centex Primetime, hosted by Jalen Gillis.
Act like y'all.
Weekdays 5 to 7. This is the Central Texas #1 leader in sports. Centex Sports Network.
That's right, sports fans. We can talk about sports.
And Infinity Sports.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco? Come to the Blazing Asian, where authentic Cambodian flavors meet creative culinary flair. Voted People's Choice as Waco's #1 Asian restaurant since 2019 by both the Wacoan Magazine and the Waco Tribune Herald. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin, we're serving up family recipes with a twist. Blazing Asian egg rolls are rolled fresh.
All right, go back to the action. 3rd and long.
Big play here for the Pirates. Parr is in his shotgun. He takes a snap. He rolls. He finds Roland in the flat. The pass is caught. Roland's going to pick up about 5 yards on that play. And He's going to set up a 4th and long for the Pirates.
Yep. It was a good play. Defender just held on. If he breaks that tackle, Roland could score.
And we've seen Roland slip out of tackles like that in the past.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So here's a big play for La Vega. 4th and they call it 12. Parr has dropped that snap. It's going to be a screen to Marcus Jackson. Jackson falls down, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. Jackson caught the pass. It was just a little slip screen to the left side. Jackson caught the pass, but lost his footing and fell down after a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he was on the emblem of the stadium that caused him to slip. And probably just the torque of trying to just make a big play. West Orange Stark had defenders there, so Jackson would have had to not only catch it, but he was going to have to do something really amazing to be able to get another 10 yards.
Yeah, that pass was that play was well defended. Even if Jackson was able to maintain his footing, he would have had to make a couple of guys miss to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah,
that was just well defended play. So here come the Mustangs looking to close this thing out here with 1:46 left in the game. Turner back at quarterback. They fake the jet sweep. He's going to keep it. He has room in the middle. He's still on his feet. The ball is loose.
That's a helmet.
That's a helmet that's rolling. Man, it looks like the ball. Turner was hit so hard that he lost his hat on that play.
Yeah.
But he did pick up enough for the 1st down. And they're moving the sticks here, and the ball is going to be pushed out to the La Vega 42-yard line with 1:30 remaining and counting. So it looks like we're going to see another La Vega loss here tonight, Roy.
That's what it looks like. Unless something miraculous happens.
Mustangs coming to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun with 2 running backs. They take a direct snap. It goes to number 31, and he immediately takes a knee. And this is going to be West Orange Stark killing the clock.
Yeah, that's what you want to do here. You don't want to do anything to do something stupid.
La Vega did take a timeout here, so that there's 106 that's remaining in the ball game. Pirates have another timeout if they really wanted to take one. You can just tell from the body language. You know, now we're seeing some drooping heads on the sidelines and things like that. You really hate to see that, but this was really outside of 2 plays.
Every possession is precious. La Vega kind of shot themselves in the foot a few times. Some turnovers and not capitalizing on some fumbles that they caused. And I think the sophomore played pretty good considering what he was dealing with. I think Parr played pretty good. And
there were a couple of hustle plays that La Vega was on the wrong side of. You know, you're talking about the loose balls and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you take those 2 hustle plays into account. Then you also talk about the pick 6, right? And then you lose gap assignment and give up a 70-yard run up the middle. You know, if those things didn't happen, this would be a different ballgame.
Yep. But you know what they say about ifs, you know.
If was a fifth, right?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Yes. So, you know, I just think what we saw tonight, La Vega was kind of, you know, they, like you said, they just kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit tonight, and it caused them to come up short.
Want to thank all of our sponsors, Pickens Bail Bonds. Thank them for sponsoring the pregame show, Linkage Credit Union. We just picked up another sponsor with Jim's Crispy Chicken. Picked them up, and let's go ahead and we're going to have to come up with a person on this.
Is it time to announce the
we
MR
want
Professional HVAC Player of the Game?
Yeah, we want to get that before everybody signs off.
Okay. Tonight's MR Professional HVAC Player of the Game is Bryson Rowland.
He had 14 carries, 121 yards. You know, he wasn't able to break loose like he wanted to, but you know, he did have a good game. And I just want to say again, the offensive line for La Vega had a good game. West Orange Stark put a lot of pressure on them, ran a lot of defensive. They held up pretty good, gave Parr some time to get some of those passes off. The ball just didn't bounce their way. You know, they say a couple of turnovers cost them, one of them putting points on them. Really, both of them led 2 points.
Right.
You know, so, you know, if you take those off, Stark didn't drive the ball like the length of the field as often as the score might look like. So these are some things La Vega will build on this. They'll build on it, and Coach Hyde will make some adjustments.
And let me just sum up this little business here. The Player of the Game was brought to you by MR Professional HVAC, where you get professional service at affordable prices.
Professional HVAC. He keeps your house cool.
Keeps your house cool or warm.
Or warm,
whichever
you need. So definitely support our sponsors. So we're getting ready to sign off here. So from Madisonville, Texas, La Vega comes up short tonight, and they'll learn from this. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Of course, as I said before, thank all of our sponsors. We're still looking for more. Need your help to try to keep this thing going. And but from Madisonville, Texas, I am Roy Gillis and Cedric Eigelhart. We're getting ready to sign off. We're getting ready to go back to the studio. Well, Jalen Gillis there at Infinity Sports Studio is going to be giving us the post game. And so we'll see you next week from Brownwood.
Absolutely.
See you next week. Everybody have a great weekend.
And that was the La Vega Pirate broadcast right here on 94.5 FM and on Infinity Sports Radio Central Texas and on Centex Sports Network as well. La Vega falls just short of their goal as they drop this game 35-27. Folks, it was a great game that we got a chance to listen to here today. Back and forth game all game long. That just came down to really those last possessions where La Vega came up just short in the game. Going back to the beginning of the game, in the first quarter, La Vega started the game off, and Hernandez threw a pick six that gave West Orange Stark the early lead in this game. La Vega was able to quickly get the ball back and go down the field and score with them to tie it up at 7. From there, West Orange Stark was able to get a field goal, made it a 10-point game, or made it a 7-10 game. Bryson Rowland scored a 48-yard touchdown that gave La Vega the lead 14-10 in the second quarter. Right after that, Jefferson from West Orange Stark scores a 70-yard touchdown right up the middle, took it all the way to the house in the second quarter, gave them a 16-14 lead. Jefferson, like we said earlier in the halftime show, 100 yards every game so far this season, and he had another 100-yard game again tonight. Courtney Parr came in at quarterback. He threw a touchdown to Thornton to give them a 20-16 lead, and West Orange Stark threw a touchdown to their tight end right before the half to give them a 23-20 lead. So this was a close game all throughout the game going into halftime. When they came out of halftime, Hernandez, the quarterback for La Vega, threw another pick. That gave West Orange Stark great field position. West Orange Stark went in and scored immediately. They ended up getting the ball back after a La Vega stop. And they ran another touchdown right up the middle, 48 yards this time from Jefferson. That extended the West Orange Stark lead to 35-20. Bryson Rowland was able to come right back out and score to make this game 35-27. West Orange Stark went back down the field. La Vega gets a block now in the fourth quarter. So at this point, it's about 6 minutes left in the fourth. Thornton gets a big-time catch, about 40 yards, to get them across midfield. But after that, La Vega was not able to really get another first down. They were stopped, had a turnover on downs on fourth down play where the receiver slipped down, shortage of the yard mark, and gave West Orange Stark the ball back with 1:46 left in the game. From there, West Orange Stark really just closed the game out. So La Vega falls short in this one. Like I said, this is a tough pre-district schedule for La Vega in this game, and they came out, they competed, and they played hard in this game. Just came up short in this one, taking on West Orange Stark. Final score 35-27 in this game. I want to thank everybody that's been listening with us today here on 94.5 FM, also on Infinity Sports Radio, Central Texas. Also watching, we have an online audience watching with us on Facebook and YouTube, the Centex Sports Network. I want to thank all you guys who've been watching with us. This is the post-game show for La Vega football here on 94.5 FM. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll get you some of the scores from around this Central Texas area before we close out the post-game show. You're watching the post-game show right here on Centex Sports Network and listening on 94.5 FM and Infinity Sports Radio, Central Texas. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco? Come to the Blazing Asian, where authentic Cambodian flavors meet creative culinary flair. Voted People's Choice as Waco's #1 Asian restaurant since 2019 by both the Wacoan Magazine and the Waco Tribune Herald. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin, we're serving up family recipes with a twist. Blazing Asian egg rolls are rolled fresh daily, and their sauces or marinades are made in-house with love. Stop by today. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin. And for Baylor students, enjoy 10% off with your student ID.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Catch all your in-depth sports analysis with the best. The hottest sports show in the evening is Centex Primetime, hosted by Jalen Gillis.
Act like y'all.
Weekdays 5 to 7. This is the Central Texas #1 leader in sports. Centex Sports Network.
That's right, sports fans. We can talk about sports.
And Infinity Sports.
The East Waco Empowerment Project, along with City Center Waco, is hosting WeBo, Workshop and Business Opportunity, to help create more entrepreneurs. Business owners like Aniceto Charles of True Jamaica Restaurant and Carla Dotson of Boardwalk on Elm attended WeBo to develop their business ideas into successful Black-owned businesses right in the heart of East Waco. WeBo can also help you turn your side hustle or business idea into the next thriving Black-owned business in our community. If you would like to attend this 10-week intense entrepreneurial workshop, go to WeBoWaco.org. That's WIBO Waco.org. Space.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. KWBT-FM, HD2 Waco, Temple, Killeen, Fort Cavazos. The new leader in sports in Central Texas is Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
Hello and welcome back into the La Vega Pirate post-game show here on 94.5 FM and 94.5 Magic. Also on Infinity Sports Radio, Central Texas, and on Centex Sports Network. I'm your host, Jalen Gillis, as we get a live look at some of the games from around the Central Texas area. A lot of good games taking place tonight. Like we said earlier during the halftime show, got a chance to go to that University versus China Spring game last night. University came up with a big win, 31-21 over one of the powerhouse teams here in Central Texas and the China Spring Cougars. University doing great things out there in South Waco with Coach Johnson leading the way for his squad. They've got a two-headed monster running back with J.D. Bell and Darius Evans. They both went for over 130 yards in that game. They're going to be a problem moving forward in the season as they move to 3-0 on the year. Midway Panthers come back in this game. They were down at halftime, but they come out with the win in a hard-nosed, tough battle. 17-6 win for Midway over Leander Rouse. In the fourth quarter, Temple right now in a close game, 13-14 with San Antonio Reagan. Waco High also in a close game in the fourth quarter. They're up 21-14 on Cleburne. Waco High trying to move to 2-1 on the season. That could be huge for that Waco High program. Lake Belton got a win last night, 49-42 over Killeen at Leo Buckley Stadium. And Belton dropped a game, their third of the year, against Georgetown Eastview. They lost 48-14 in that game. In the fourth quarter right now, the Conley Cadets with the 38-21 lead. This Conley team is good, folks. They've had a good team for the last few years now. Graduated a lot of good players, and they returned some good players as they got a 38-21 lead over Grandview, looking for big things out of that Conley program, and can't wait to see some of these district games with La Vega and Conley and China Spring, Gatesville all being in one district. They've got some good games coming up. Right now, Conley with the lead, 38-21 in the fourth. In the fourth quarter, Gatesville has got a lead, 35-13 over the Mahia Black Cats. In that one, that is another team in that same district I was just mentioning, that Gatesville team. They got a pretty decent squad this year as well. Looking for big things from them. Centerville taking on Grosbeck in the fourth quarter. Grosbeck has come back in this one. They've got it to a 6-point game. Centerville up 28-22. That Grosbeck team, another team to keep your eye out for, folks, for all of our Central Texas high school football lovers. West Orange Stark to beat La Vega. That was the game here. 35-27 for those of us that are just now tuning in to the La Vega post-game show. West Orange Stark able to get that win against the La Vega Pirates, 35-27. La Vega moves to 1-2 on the season. But like we said, folks, we know this is pre-district. These games do not count in your district record. District is what propels you to the playoffs. So Coach Hyde doesn't mind packing that pre-district schedule and making that heavy with big-time games like this West Orange Stark team, like Salina from last week, who's one of the top-ranked teams in state in 4A Division 1. Lorena taking on Franklin, 35-21, as Franklin with the lead in the fourth quarter, 14-point lead in that game. This Franklin team really good. They're looking to get back to the state game where they were at last year. Alvarado gets the win over Robinson, 49-21. Hillsborough in a battle right now with Whitney. Whitney up 23-14. That Whitney program really good this year. They've had some exciting games so far this year. I'm looking for some more exciting games out of them. Coach Haynes doing a great job over there in Whitney with that program. West is up 42-7 on McGregor as they're in the fourth quarter. Fairfield up on Brownsboro 26-0 in the fourth quarter. T gets the win over Ferris 34-3. Maypearl with the lead over the Cameron Yeoman 34-18 in the fourth quarter. Rogers taking on Troy in what's been a high-scoring, exciting game over there in Troy. With 9:03 left in the fourth, Troy with an 8-point lead, 48-40, as they take on Rogers. Italy gets the win over Clifton, 19-7 in the non-district game. Axtell taking on Iola, 40-14 lead for Axtell in the fourth quarter. Bosqueville gets the win over Meridian in a big win, 61-16. Consmanil with the lead over Hubbard, 22-14 in that game at Hubbard. Rosebud Lott with the big lead in the fourth quarter, 34-12 over Dawson. Cayuga taking on Itasca. They've got a 42-15 lead in the fourth quarter. Valley Mills trailing big time to De Leon in the middle of the fourth quarter, 52-27 lead for De Leon. Santo gets the win over Bruceville Eddy, 28-6. Hamilton gets the win over Crawford, 38-22. Marlin gets the big-time win in a rivalry game, 46-0 over Chilton. Big-time win for that Marlin program. Thorndale up 27, or gets the win 27-6 over Riesel. In the fourth quarter, that one almost over with. Bremont with a huge lead over Moody. They're up 59-0 in that game. Going into the fourth quarter, Mart, one of the more historic programs in Central Texas and in Texas high school football in general, they've got a huge lead over Barlett, 69-0. Look out for that Mart program this year. Wortham gets the win over Leon, 20-18 in a close game. Frost with the big lead over the Centex Outlaws, 43-18. Riker loses in a big loss against Rio Vista, 62-0. Temple Central Texas Christians with a 1-point lead over Live Oak with 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Abbott gets the win over Blum, 54-18, as we go to some six-man scores. Bluffdale gets the win over Covington, 57-43. Iredale gets the win over Walnut Springs, 51-6. Aquila gets the win over Oakwood, 60-14. With a few minutes left in the game, Coolridge versus Bryan St. Joseph. That's a close game, 50-43 in that one. Just 3 minutes left in the game. Oglesby gets the win over Golson, 58-8. Penelope gets the win over Trinidad, 70-22. Jonesboro with the win over Calvert. Huge win, 78-6 in that one. Bynum in the third quarter with the lead over Avalon, 45-42. Hill County Wolves homeschool drops the game to Morgan. Morgan comes out with the win, 45-37. Blanket versus Avant in six-man. Blanket with the win, 54-0. Vanguard gets the win over the Methodist home, 74-42 in a big-time win. And Oglesby JV over Eagle Christian, 20-0 in that one. Lots of good games, some of them still wrapping up and still to be decided in the Central Texas area, and some already decided. But like I said, lots of good games and a lot to look forward to next week, folks. We got a lot of good games coming up next week. La Vega Pirates will be right back here on 94.5 Magic and 94.5 FM as they look to move on to next week, where they will be at Brownwood. La Vega will be back on the road taking on a really good Brownwood squad. I've had a chance to see this Brownwood team in person a few times over the last couple of years, and they have a really good program out there. I've been to that stadium as well out there. So those fans, they're going to pack the house against this La Vega team, and that's going to be a huge game. So get ready for that. That'll be next week right here on 94.5 Magic, 94.5 FM. Also on Infinity Sports Radio Central Texas and on Centex Sports Network if you want to be able to watch the live radio broadcast as well. I want to thank everybody for watching with us today once again as we get near to the end of the post-game show here on 94.5 FM and on Infinity Sports Radio Central Texas. A lot of good college games going on tomorrow, folks. I know you guys are ready to sit down in front of your TVs maybe catch you some popcorn, something to drink, and be able to catch some of these games. Right now, in the Big 12, Kansas State playing Arizona in one of the only ranked matchups we have for this weekend. Kansas State with a big-time statement in this one. They're up 31-7 with a few minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Alabama going to be taking on Wisconsin in a really good game tomorrow. That game is at 11 o'clock a.m. I'll be definitely tuning into that one as Alabama struggled against a USF team that they should have beat handily last week. Oklahoma State taking on Tulsa, and that game is at 11 o'clock. The game day, game of the week, number 16 LSU at South Carolina, who was 2-0. That game will be on College Game Day, 11 o'clock a.m. Best game of the weekend, in my opinion, as far as college football, number 6 Missouri taking on number 24 Boston College. That game will be on the SEC Network at 11:45. Really good team there, Missouri. The SEC is stacked. They've got 6 teams in the top 10. So looking for big things out of the SEC. Like I said, that conference is stacked over there. Oregon taking on Oregon State later at 2:30. That'll be a good game as well. Tulane versus Oklahoma, as Oklahoma's 2-0. Looking to improve in 3-0 in that game. Your Texas Longhorns will be taking on UTSA. Looking forward to probably a beatdown in that game. This Texas Longhorn team is serious business. Baylor Bears will be taking on Air Force. I will be at that game tomorrow at 6:30. Looking for Baylor to get back into the win column before they take on the Colorado Buffaloes next week. So we'll talk a lot about that, folks. Make sure you're tuning in on Infinity Sports Radio Central Texas and on Centex Sports Network 5 to 7 weekdays. You can hear my daily radio show, Centex Prime Time. That is 5 to 7 weekdays. Like I said, if you want to watch that show instead of listening to it, you can go to Centex Sports Network on YouTube or on Facebook, and you can be able to watch that show 5 to 7 p.m. weekdays. Every weekday, I'll be live right at 5. So make sure you guys are getting ready for that. Want to thank everybody once again for listening in with us. This was the La Vega post-game show as La Vega drops their game. West Orange Stark wins 35-27 in Madisonville as La Vega comes up just short. They move to 1-2 on the season. Looking to get back into the win column next week as they take on Brownwood. That game will be right here on 94.5 FM, 94.5 Magic, and Infinity Sports Radio Central Texas. Once again, thank everybody for listening in with us today. Getting ready to sign off is Jalen Gillis here on 94.5 FM and Infinity Sports Radio Central Texas. We will see you guys next week. Everyone, have a great night and drive home safe from all of these games. We'll see you.
And Infinity